Okay, hello. Hello. Anybody home? Maybe not. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good whatever time it might be in your location. God is good all the time. Smile, say hi to people. It doesn't cost anything. If you want to come join me and have fun, feel free to do so. If you don't have time to do so, just smash the like button and just listen. But anyways, how everybody is doing? Give me some feedbacks if you can hear me and you can see me. Everything is right on the screen. While we are trying to fix pretty much everything very quickly. All right. It's still snowing here. There's a lot of snow outside. If you hear some noise, it's because of the snow. The snow car is kind of cleaning outside our house right now. So that's the way it is. All right, my friend, my people, a lot of news. Transfer window is just heating up. Many things to talk about today. And we have the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, one game. Arsenal against Newcastle. For some reason, I was thinking Tottenham against Liverpool was going to be today, but no, it's tomorrow. So today one game, tomorrow another game. You bring your topic, you ask your question, we're going to talk about it. We don't have a particular structure in the show. People bring their topic and we discuss. That's what we do here, and feel free to join us. A link being provided for you to do so. See this link here? All right, you click. Come join us. All right. How everybody is feeling today? What are we going to start with? Let's double check on like a lineup or something. And then we're going to go and see some headlines and trending topics. You know, something to start with. Let's interact with the screen. Boom. Bada boom. A happy birthday to Mr. Eden Hazard. 34. Still very young compared to many football players who are playing nowadays, but he decided to call a day and say goodbye to football. What a player, huh? What a player Eden Hazard was. Absolutely legend for Chelsea Football Club. So I made a video about Mainoo, Kobe Mainoo to Chelsea. Looks like Chelsea are in the race to get him, apparently. So I made a video and gave you my opinion. Well, who knows? Kobe Mainoo to Chelsea to do what and why? We just don't understand, but just paper talk. Can't really take seriously what we are saying. So, headlines. Raheem Sterling back tonight with Arsenal squad ahead of the game against Newcastle United. All right. Rise. Baptized and ready for... Ready for titles with the Gunners. No agreement so far between Palmeiras and Fulham for Andreas Pereira. not even between Andreas Pereira and on personal terms. Palmeiras want Andreas, as revealed in December, but nothing is done or closed yet, as Fulham insists to keep him at the club. I don't know. He's still young. He's performing in a very, very top level. Manchester United didn't give him a chance. He's performing good in the Premier League. Why are you going back to Brazil? Makes no sense. People come from Brazil to show their talent in Europe, and the majority of the players that do the other way, they come to Europe. It didn't work out very, very well, and then they go back to their countries, like Brazil. But when you are still on top, I don't know why that is going to be even a discussion, Makes no sense. Let's check on the lineups if we can find the lineup somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so the lineup for the two teams: for Arsenal, David Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Kelly, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Havertz, Trossard. And for the Magpies, Duvraska, Livramento, Botman, Byrne, Hall, Tonali, Willock, Joelinton, Murphy, Isak, and Gordon. Both teams are going for it. You can tell. Both teams want to win this cup. Arsenal want to win a cup. Arteta is under pressure now to win a cup after 5-6 years. And also, the Geordies, the Magpies, they also won a trophy, They got in the final of the... Yeah, I think it was the FA Cup or... No, Carabao Cup, the same competition. They got in the final against Manchester United a couple of seasons ago, and they lost in the final. Erik ten Hag, you can criticize him, but he wins trophies. He wins finals. 2 years, 2 trophies. The Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. It's about cups, the end of the day, not about vibes. You can have vibes, play football, nice football, tiki-taka, bam, bam, bam. We have our club back, blah, 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 blah. If you don't win, looking back in your, your profile, and you never won anything. So, need to win something. So, both teams are going for it. This is the first leg, because it's 2 legs, by the way. The first leg at the Emirates. The second leg is going to be at St. James Park, back in Newcastle. And it is very difficult to win a game of football over there. So Arsenal need to try and do everything to win it today. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult, impossible to go and win over there. And the two managers really went against each other in the press conferences, like, a lot of trolls and a lot of anger and a lot of kind of vibes. Like, yeah, they don't really like each other, because in the last few years, Newcastle and Arsenal story has been, the controversy about goal or not goal, penalty, not penalty, the ball went out, not out, the referee had to give this. It's always a lot of controversy. And for the last 2 years, Newcastle been a pin in the backside for Arsenal, because they make sure that they give them hard time and they get some point from them. So they are one of the reasons why Arsenal are not winning the Premier League for the last couple of years. So they don't like each other. It's creating a little bit of rivalry between them. Like, you see the staff members, kind of fighting between them. The manager, Arteta, getting into it with Newcastle assistant, because it's going to be always him, right? Tinder guy. What is Jason or Jackson or Jason? Tyndall, some guy that he act like he's the manager, right? So he's the one that will attack Arteta instead of like Eddie Howe. No, he's like, you know, the man. He start the fight, he start everything. So he's the real manager over there. Justin, that is his name, huh? Could be Justin Tinders or something. Anyways, my people, so that's what we got. Do I have a countdown to the game? Oh, I didn't make one. Takes time to make one. Let me check if I made one. Countdown. So we know how. Yeah, still 45. Oh, yeah, there. Still 41 minutes to go until the game starts. So we still have a little bit of time to kill. Kill here. There you have it. Let me try to readjust everything on the screen. Justin Tinder, that guy is acting like a manager. Anyways. People's Republic is asking if, let me see, if Chelsea brings back Chalobah and buy Marc Guehi from Palace, who will be escorted out of the Chelsea and sold. Sorry guys, still cold, still snowing, still extremely cold. Everybody got a cold this time of the year. Anyways, well, you can try to escort somebody out of your team, but it depends also on who's gonna take him. And if the player don't wanna go, and he's gonna stay. He got 9 years contract. A big paycheck in the end of the month. He doesn't care. It hurt your feelings a little bit as a football player that you don't play, but at the end of the day, every single week, big fat check coming your way. So you don't really care, do you? You know? Who's gonna be escorted from the club? Need a little bit of adjustment. I don't think it's gonna be both Chalobah and Disasi. Chalobah and Guehi coming to Chelsea. I think it's going to be only one. Chelsea are trying to push a little bit before anybody else gets involved in summer. So I suspect this to be Chelsea are going to recall Chalobah because he's on free. And then in summer, because Marc Guehi is going to have 1 year left on his contract. So he's not going to cost 60-70 million anymore. And Chelsea got 20% of resale value. So they're going to have 20% off the price tag. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. But I don't believe both of them are coming in January. It's going to be one or the other. Or let's say, okay, let's make some kind of deals. You keep Chalobah, we take Marc Guehi, and we add some money on top. Or something like that. Something might happen in that sense because Palace can't lose 2 centre-backs in the same window. They don't also want to sell their captain in the middle of the season. They know that they have to sell him next summer because many teams are knocking the door. It's a little bit complicated. What I want from Chelsea is to make a decision like now. Right on time. Don't wait. I hate the last-minute deals. Unless if it was somebody like Palmer or Osimhen or something like complicated and you have to wait until the last minute. But if you have a chance to close the deals earlier, you bring the team, you bring the players very early so they can start training with the team, getting used to the team and the system. Because when you buy somebody the end of January, you already lost 1 month. And that player might need already one more month to adapt and understand the system. So you are kind of losing 2 months already. But we want somebody to do it right now. So if you're going to bring somebody, bring him now. All right. Mr. Phantom said that Chelsea should switch to Petrovic. Yeah, it's too late. Petrovic is at Strasbourg. He's doing pretty good over there, improving game by game. But I don't think they trust him because they let him go on loan and they went to buy Jorgensen. So I think the story of Petrovic as Chelsea might be the end. They might just buy him over there permanently, or Chelsea might sell him to another team. But it's not fair what they did to him. He was our best goalkeeper last season. He doesn't make too many mistakes like Robert Sanchez, but apparently he can't play from the back or blah 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 blah, blah. You know, modern goalkeepers, modern coaches and whatever. But even Sanchez, he can't do it either. And people just have that mindset about Sanchez can do this and that, but that is not. Phantom of many topics. Are you already in Germany or are you preparing? Are you at the airport or something? Mr. Phantom of many topics. Flying to Germany for holiday and enjoy his time over there. All right, let's go. Read some more comment. So Disasi, Fofana, and Badia Shield. Okay. You didn't say, I'm glad you didn't say Disaster, Fofaniak, Badia Shield. Okay. They will all be gone in summer as Maresca swept out dodgy defense. Sweeps out the dodgy defense. Nobody knows really if they're gonna all go. And like I said, it depends. Who in their right mind is gonna buy Fofana? Let's be honest. The guy can't stay fit. Broken leg, ACL injuries, hamstring, everything that you can imagine. Career-ending kind of injuries. He got 9 years at Chelsea. What do you want him to do? He's sitting home very, very well. His future is secured. And this is the danger of this long-term contract, right? You are the club, you're going to always lose. If it doesn't work out, you lose a lot of money. If it works out, you are good. Just like Palmer, Malo Gusto, yeah, still okay. People like that, you know, Caicedo. But if somebody got an injury, long-term injury, like Fofana in the last 3 years at Chelsea, he hasn't even played half a season yet. Not even half a season. People only talk about Reece James because, you know, it's easy to attack Reece James, but, you know, he's English, he's Cobham, so it's very easy to attack him. But look at Fofana. They told us he was next Didier Deschamps, next Desai, next. But the brother can't stay fit. Best ability is what? You know? If you can't stay fit, you are not reliable. I can't even speak. Chelsea kids are playing right now, by the way. Under 21s. There is a game that is happening, but I don't feel like commenting on that game. I'm gonna focus a little bit on this Carabao Cup thing. Phantom of many topics say like in less than 24 hours he will be flying to Germany. Have a safe flight. How many hours from the Philippines? You are in the Philippines, right? So from the city that you are living in Philippines to, I don't know what country you're gonna be first. Are you gonna fly to Germany first, to France, or to England, or what? I don't know. It might be a very, very long journey. Yeah. Might be a long and tiring journey. You need your headphones, some good music, some movies that you can upload or, you know, in your computer or something. Because the movies in the airplane are kind of a little bit boring. There are some of them that are good, like comedy and stuff, but you're like, what is this? And the internet in the airplane is too expensive. It's too expensive, so I prefer not to pay for internet. You know, just focus on my own stuff that is in my computer or something. So that is me. Because I'm cheap, I try to save money as much as I can. Not gonna spend money for bloody buying drinks inside. Because here in the US, they don't really serve food anymore, right? They're gonna give you some snack and a bottle of water or soft drink or something. And they have a lot of stuff to sell. You can buy food, actually. You can buy drinks. And years ago, I was in one of the worst plane I never flew to. It was, I don't want to say the company because they might sponsor me one day. So I might lose on the sponsor. But it was so bad in terms of like weather condition. And the plane was going like boom, boom, boom. It's like in a movie. It's like if you start now thinking about airplane crash, that's how it was, that close. It was that bad. One time it took me from my seat to hit the ceiling, like bam. The turbulence was so bad. I've never flew my entire life. I've never seen people scared that way. And I saw some guys like buying some, oh, do you have whiskey? And the flight attendant is saying, I can't serve anything now. Put your seat belt, please. I want to drink something. Like that guy was so nervous. Like I think he thought that his life was already over. For me, it is what it is. If it's your day, it's your day. Yeah, I was just there, but it just like took me to my seat, like bam. I was like, this is a movie or something. My drinks, everything really like went all over the place. But it was just bad weather. And then you have a pilot that will come with a very, very soft voice and say, hey, everybody, put your seatbelt on. It's not a big deal. It's just he explained some technical things that they call, and weather is a problem. You know, it's going to take about a few more minutes and then it's going to be over. And then he's going to say a few minutes and then it start again. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've been through certain hardship flying. But after that, it was calm, quiet, and composed. And we landed very nicely. We didn't even land properly. They told us that we have to divert to another airport because in the first airport, actually, the wind actually was pushing the airplane from behind. So that is a very dangerous situation that you can't land. So the the good thing is like to have the wind coming toward you. So I learned a lot of stuff that day because they were just explaining to us many things. Let's go. So let me read some comment here instead of scaring you about my stupid travels and stuff. Trent Alexander-Arnold. If Liverpool loses Trent, Salah and Van Dijk and Robertson all have contract end this season, how much weaker will Liverpool be next season? Probably they're going to be even stronger. I don't think they're going to lose all of them. I think they're going to lose Trent because he already agreed everything with Liverpool. For years now, he's been hanging out with the like of Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. That is Real Madrid. They work on their deals years before. They send their players to influence certain people to come to their club. They're working on it. Don't sign a new contract. We're going to give you this. You're going to play in the best club in the world. You're going to win this and that. That's the dirty work that Real Madrid does every single season. They can prepare a free transfer for 5 years. No problem at all. You know, they are just tranquil. They know that in 5 years or 4 years from now, this player is going to be very odd. We're going to get rid of him, and we found already a replacement. We already prepare his agent and the player to say, don't sign a new contract. We're going to get you on free, or we're going to get you on cheap because you only have 1 year left. So we're going to force their hand for them to sell you cheap. That is dirty. That is evil, what they do. So anyways, I think Trent is gone. But I think Van Dijk and Salah are going to be given a contract. But even if they leave, it's not the end of the world. They still have Konate in the defense. They still have... Robertson need to go regardless. He lost already his legs. Brother is just bad at the moment. They need to renew from that position. So it doesn't matter. And from the Trent position... They have a Bradley. They have some very good academy product coming through now. There were some games that Trent was not there, and you are like, wow, no Trent, no problem. Even against Chelsea, Trent wasn't there. Who played there? I think it was Bradley. Completely had a very good game, dominating everything. So Liverpool are a team that finds solutions with what they got instead of like go on the market and start spending stupid money. They wanted Timo Werner. Timo Werner, Chelsea got Timo Werner. They went for cheap option. You know, 25, 30 million for Jota. Boom, Jota is better than Timo Werner in every aspect of the game. They wanted to go for 115 million for Caicedo. Caicedo is not there. They got Hendo, the Japanese guy. And they play better football than Chelsea. They beat Chelsea in the final of the Carabao Cup. They are performing better now without a proper DM like Caicedo or Lavia. So Liverpool are a team that always finds solutions. They're going to find a solution. They still have key elements that will help them. So I don't think it's going to be a very big fall from grace. So yeah, I don't believe that it's going to be that. Phantom of Many Topics said that why hasn't Palmer scored in a few matches? I think he scored the last game, if I'm not mistaken. He scored against Crystal Palace, the only goal that we scored. And it was Jadon Sancho played dummy. What? He played dummy, pass from Jadon Sancho, and Kopama scored, but he gave away the ball that we conceded. So it was like cancelled. He did good things, and then he did bad things to make us draw the game. It's not only him, because you need the midfield, your midfielders to be in position. You need the defense to be in position. You need your goalkeeper to make the right decision. So it was everybody's fault, but the guy who lost the ball to begin was Cole Palmer. So yeah, he scored the last game, but it doesn't feel like he's scoring because now we are losing, we are drawing. So he doesn't have many headlines because we don't win. That's why. But he scored a goal, and we can't depend only on him. We need somebody else that can help. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Smash the like button. If you have time, you can join us. If you don't have time, no problem at all. We're going to be here for a long period of time. Just smash the like button. Participate to the show. You know, do what you can do to help. And especially the like button. In Germany, they said, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce what he's trying to say here, but that is just, sounds like you are cursing somebody by saying that. Or you are talking some trash, but it is what it is. Just to say, have a good, safe trip to Germany. Okay, so you're giving me your plan here. What are you gonna do? So you're gonna fly to Manila to Seoul. Yeah, that is the capital of South Korea, and I'm praying for the families and friends who lost people there in a air crash. It was like 179 people not long ago, few days ago. Was a very, very, very bad crash. Investigation still going on. Some people are talking about bird strike. Some people are talking about mistakes from the pilot because he didn't extend the landing gears and the flaps. A lot of stuff, but we have to wait until the investigations are closed so we know exactly what happened. But very, very bad, really. Horrible accident. It was a Jeonju airline. It was a South Korean company that crashed. It was Boeing's, I don't know, 737 or something like that. But it's not like the fault of Boeing, but because of everything that's been happening to that company, even everything normal or every normal accident or a mistake from the pilot or something, people are gonna always point fingers on pilot. You know what I mean? The other day, my girls asked me to book a flight for her to go to Missouri. And she told me something like, check out, don't book Boeing or something like that. I don't want to say much. Boeing might sponsor me one day. But what she told me is like you have to choose the airplane. I don't want to fly on a Boeing or something like that, what she said. And I was laughing, but she was really serious about it. She's like, no, I'm not going to fly on that. She wanna fly Airbus or Embraer or whatever airplane. But anyways, that is. I'm not trying to scare anybody here. I'm just talking. Okay, Phantom of Many topic. I flip a coin between Paris and. Oh, so before you choose your trip, you just flipped a coin to see what town you're gonna do, and then it was Berlin. Oh, good for you. Good for you. What's said here? They lost hydraulic after the bird strike. They also shut down the wrong engine after the bird strike and landed to dip then to who built a wall. Yeah, that wall now is causing problem at the airport. But if the accident didn't happen, nobody was going to ask those questions about the wall. The hydraulic and everything I actually watched a pilot who said it doesn't make sense to him because the bird didn't strike like it's not like yeah. Well, he wasn't sure. Let's say that because we're gonna get to more technical things, and I don't want to jump in this show that I'm talking about football to.
Bird strikes normally affects the engine. So in other words, you lose the engine. But just because you lose one engine doesn't mean that you lose hydraulics. So that makes no sense with the bird strike theory. So something's happened to the hydraulics in the aeroplane there, because if you watch the video footage before it landed, if you watch him, he was flying, but it's like going up and down, up and down. He couldn't fly straight because there's something called in the plane, you have something called an elevator, which controls, where it stays level, goes down, up and down. And he couldn't control that because it was not working. And then obviously the hydraulics for the landing leg weren't working either. So for that pilot to be able to get that plane down flat like that guy is a hero. Normally that thing just crashes straight to the ground, no chance. But if the wall hadn't been there, all those guys would have survived. It is so unlucky, man. So unlucky.
Also, depending on the guy that you watch the theory that you believe, because I've seen many pilots also saying that it could be. They don't want to point fingers directly on their colleague pilot or whatever, but they make a theory and they say this doesn't make sense. Look at this and that. Look at this and so they are comparing many things, like the landing gear is supposed to be out with and without this and that. So they give you a lot of options. So it's up to you to make your conclusion and believe on what you want to believe. That's why.
Yeah, there's another theory. Another theory that is something Russia, something with missile or something. I have no idea, but that's another theory which I don't believe, but it's there.
Everything is on the table now, so that's why we have to wait until the investigation is done, so we know exactly what happened. And those black box, I think they were sent back to Washington D.C. because they were heavily damaged on the fire, so they have to reconstruct many things. But there are
to watch the TV program, Aircraft Investigation, normally on Discovery Channel, where these guys, former investigators or current investigators, they will, let's say a crash which happened 15 years ago, and they go back and they reconstruct everything, and they will tell you detail for detail what happened, what kind of evidence they found on the ground, which made them come to that conclusion. And sometimes it's so shocking that maybe a simple bolt, just one smaller bolt, which was, they replaced it because maybe it was worn, but they didn't replace it on the original bolt. They put like a copy one, and that was the reason the whole plane went down. It's something very, very small. Very often that plane can crash, and
there's no small things. There is no small thing in aviation. That's why you have to take everything seriously. Unfortunately, there are certain companies who will skip everything, maintenance and whatever. They will skip it just to try to make money. But in the end, you're going to be the biggest loser, because when people die and your company closes and all that, it's going to just come bite you in the backside. So you don't play with human lives.
Have you flown with any airline from Congo, Zaire, or that place from Africa? They have the worst safety record of all. Is from that would be West Africa, West Africa. So there's a few airlines there where if you just go on Google, you'll see the safety record is like, wow, how many crashes have these airlines had? And but it's, I don't know, flying out like you. Last time I was flying, I was flying to Turkey there. Turbulence. Oh my God! I want to jump out the aeroplane and say, "Let me out, but it's not possible." When you're at 35,000 feet, and you say, "Let me out," I said, "Nah, what are you smoking? You're going to sit here and you take the punishment." But that is, I don't know. That's the good thing about whether you fly first class, business class, monkey class, cattle class, whatever class, you're in the same plane and you feel the same turbulence. So there's nothing that I am VIP. I feel nothing. No, you feel the same as everybody else.
Yeah, and most of the time, the people even who die first are like in the first class because the people who are at the back of the airplane, they have a chance of surviving. Surviving more than it doesn't mean that you're gonna survive, but that is where the most chance of surviving is in the very end over there. And that's
Yeah,
why.
but most, even if the plane does crash, normally it's the smoke. The fire, yes, comes after, but smoke kills most people because one, the smoke is so thick you can't see where the exits are, what have you, and two, it's very toxic. Obviously, there's a lot of plastics and whatever burning, so it's not good. It's not good. Those things, airplane crashes,
Okay, let's go
especially.
back to football. This is a very depressing topic here. Okay, so yeah, fly safely, Mr. Phantom, and bring some
Yeah,
video. Take some videos over there, post them on your channel, and let's see. Let's
good,
see
gute
how.
Fahrt, gute Fahrt in German, gute Fahrt.
It sounds like some bad stuff.
No, good
Yeah, I
means
know.
good.
I'm just trying to
Good.
be funny,
But
but
good,
it's not.
good. You just checked, and even in Danish. In Danish, you say good, go. So go, good, and that is it's basically the same in many languages. And fart in Danish, fart. If you say in Danish, if you say fart, that means speed. If you say fart in German, that means a trip, a journey. So that is similar words, but little bit different meanings. So if you go on, you all see all these internet memes and whatever from Denmark, fart. Every time they see people say fart, they start laughing. They say, what's this? Why are they talking about smells? But that is just one word there. But yeah. Anyway, we're back to football. So your prediction of, okay, this is two legs, so it doesn't really matter. But Arsenal and Newcastle, how's this going to go?
I think it's gonna be a big fight. I think it could end up by being like a draw 2-2 or something. Because those people they are creating a rivalry between them. It's getting even physical, it's getting in the media, it's getting really out of control sometimes because
It's good. It's good. We like that. We like that.
in the
We
last
like it. We love drama. We love that kind of drama. There where there's animosity, where there's that bitterness, what have you. It makes you look forward uh, to watch the game. If you know what I'm saying. Remember those days, Wenger versus Sir Alex. There was that hatred, and it made you look forward to the game because those two were such bitter rivals. And so you need that. You need a bit of that. You just don't always need this. Oh, Mr. Nice, Pepsi on the sideline. They get along. No, we want some of that handbags. We want some of that. Something which makes you invest in the game, if that is so to say. We miss a Vieira versus Roy Keane, or we miss a little bit of that passion, a little bit of that fire, that fight.
Yeah, so we might get it today because the two teams are going for it. They have their best 11 on the pitch, and Arsenal need to win because if you don't win this game, going back to
I agree.
St James Park for the second leg, it's gonna be very tough for them. So this is their final head. They have to create some cushion. So if
Is
they
this like
allow,
is he playing Isak?
okay, so let me repeat the lineup for the two teams.
Sorry.
And you listen what I'm saying, and then you let me like say all the teams before you comment. Raya for Arsenal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Kelly, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Havertz, and Trossard. For the Jodies or the Magpies or whatever you call them, their nicknames. Duvraska is in goal, not Nick Pop. Livramento from Chelsea Academy, Botman, Byrne, Hall, another Chelsea Academy product, Tonali, Willock, who is a product from Arsenal Academy, Joelinton, Murphy, Isak, and Anthony Gordon.
Hey, these are two very strong teams, lineups.
So all of them are going for it. I think both teams want to win this trophy. And it's going to be tough. That's why Arsenal need to do everything. Because it's rare for you to go there at St James Park and win. It's difficult. So I think they're gonna.
Arteta needs to win more because I think he's under pressure. He has to start winning something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if it's a Carabao Cup, at least he can say, "Hey, look, I won something." So that is him. But while the other guy, the English guy, who's his name from Newcastle, what's his name?
Eddie Howe.
Well, I think he's safe. I mean, you saw last season when they were struggling at some point there. I don't know how many games they lost. They still kept him. So I think Arteta probably he's the one who's feeling more stressed.
Yeah, I think Eddie Howe been unlucky with injuries and also circumstances don't allow him. They are the richest club in the world. Saudi got like, I don't know, 5 trillion or whatever in the bank. They can spend as much as they can, and they make stupid rules, regulations, and fair play and whatever. And you can't only spend this and that, so they can't find a way around it at the moment. So they have to stick with the budget and sell players, but they don't have to do it because they have money to do buy, but they are not allowed to spend the money. Next summer, that rule is gonna change a little bit. They're gonna improve the rule in a different way. I don't want to get to the details because it's gonna take us away from the topic that we are now. But in summer, from next season, those rules are gonna be better for many teams, and probably they're gonna have to spend some more money on the market than what it is.
So everybody apart from Barcelona will be spending money.
Say it again?
Barcelona. So everybody apart from Barcelona will be spending money. Barcelona doesn't have any money to spend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they don't have any money, so they're huge debt. So there's like, but all the other teams, they've got rich owners and rich sponsors and what have you. Barcelona, is, unless the Saudis come and buy the club or something, maybe. Yeah, but you never know. Football, they could become so desperate they just sell the club.
Yeah. And some random topics also, because we're talking about ownership and buying clubs and so some speculations on social media being Elon Musk's father actually said that his son apparently want to buy Liverpool. So it's created a lot of a lot of vibes and controversy on social media. So the Sun reported on the news, and some other people copy paste, and I don't believe that is true. Even Manchester United, remember Elon Musk apparently he's going to buy Manchester United, and it's all vibes. You create something, you make noise, you make money, you take the bag and you run, and the news is gonna die off after a few days. But if that is true, and that is gonna be interesting. That Musk.
They'll all be wearing. All the Liverpool fans will be wearing red MAGA caps.
Yeah, he can separate politics and sport. I think if he buys it, it's gonna be for prestige, for his own things. But the guy bought Twitter for 44 billion, and after 1 week of evaluation, the company was less than 10 billion value. So he lost a lot of money. I'm like, you are a genius apparently. So how can't you just do your homework and find what your company value is all about?
That's because you don't see the big picture. You don't see the big picture. The big picture was, yes, he bought Twitter at a ridiculous overprice. We agree on that. But the whole point was Twitter was a left-wing fake news. Look at Central. All the fake news was there from. We're talking about politics here. And he bought it there, and he got rid of all these people who were canceling people, what have you, because he wanted to spread his message and Trump's message. And this is why he bought Twitter. And look at him now. The same, his value's gone up. I don't know, whatever. But that's why he bought it. It's a tool. Politics is you use whatever you use.
Yeah, he got the money because he knows that conservatives in America, they're gonna love him and they're gonna have a lot of businesses done. So you lose in one way and you get money from other different ways. Like now, that Trump is back in power, he's gonna have all the advantage in the world, all the authorization to do this, to build that, and all the loan from the state is gonna flow. Everything is gonna be easy for him, so he's gonna get his money back. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't take away the fact that he made a mistake being a billionaire and apparently a genius, and admitting publicly that, oh man, yeah, it was a big loss on this one, and promising people to get to Mars by 2016, and until now we're still waiting for people to go to Mars, and cars in America with no drivers from Los Angeles to New York and all that. We're still waiting because still a lot of stuff, a lot of accidents to those tests of no drivers stuff. So I think he got a lot of vibes and hope, and he knows how to sell his things to people to believe him. But in reality, if you look at all the promises and how much money like the NASA and the government been investing in him to try his X ship and whatever, and how many of them just crashed 2 minutes after the takeoff. It's a lot of politics. I don't want to get there, man. Let me just.
That's true what you're saying. That was in the beginning. All those that were trying to the rockets which take off and come back and land, which has never been done before. So in the beginning, like anything else in life, when you're experimenting, you're going to have a lot of crashes, but eventually they figured it out. So all these rockets which take off, they land back again, which is the amount of money which that saves is ridiculous compared to when you, back in the old days, you fire a rocket, it goes up into orbit, and then boom, it disintegrates up there, and that's your whatever, how many billion you spent to send that thing up, gone up in flames. But now they recycle. That's the whole point. But yeah, it's what about all the satellites? You got that what's it called, the Starship? What the satellite system there? Well, what's the one they call? They use it a lot in Africa as well, in America, whatever. So you can communicate, phone, whatever, that. I can't remember the star something satellite system. That is very successful. I mean, not everything is bad.
All right, so the game just started, people. 15 seconds in my location. Arsenal against the Geordies, and let's see who's gonna win. Get in the comment section down below. Tell us who's gonna win it, who's not gonna win. But Arsenal, if they don't win the Premier League or any cup this season, I think many Arsenal fans are gonna start turning on the Arteta. They're gonna be like, Arteta out, Wenger out. You know how it goes. The Wenger out movement is gonna be back. He can't take us to the next level, and I don't blame them.
And who started that? That was, remember, Claude. He's one started. He has to go. What did they say? He has to go.
Yeah, rest in peace, Claude. He died.
Yeah, that was sad. He has to go. First time I heard that, what is this guy mad? What is it? When I heard it the first time, but then when you hear about 3 or 4 times, you just get used to it. But hey, he has to go. Even I began to believe it. I didn't know why Wenger had to go, but he had to go because everybody else saying he had to go.
It's time to go. And Claude is one of the guys that were cancelled by society. We were talking about canceling people yesterday, that you have to be careful about what you say and what people accuse you of, because you have to clear it immediately before it gets out of control. So he said something about Korean people. In London, they call them something. I'm not going to say anything.
No.
They call them when they sell certain things, and they associate them to selling those things. So I'm not going to say it. Somebody might clip it and say, you said it. So from there, Arsenal fan TV dissociated immediately with him. He went to his own channel, start getting a lot of weight and struggling with a lot of stuff, really, depression stuff. I'm not blaming anybody for doing anything, but just telling you how this social media thing can destroy you and can He used to be like a good guy. He used to be a taxi guy in London. When he started the IFTV thing, he was skinny, very active guy. He would wear his uniform from work and just having fun in the stadium and having his interview. And then probably he lost that job and stay home and start doing the YouTube and social media things. And then, people will get on you, will get on your family, you get on your appearance, will get on everything they can get on you to make you feel bad. Social media are gonna get on you. And when you start, making your name up there, you have to expect those kind of situations to come to you. That's why you don't show your wife, you don't show your kid, because they know the guy's weaknesses is about his wife and kids. So they know you, they know their name, they're gonna Google stuff, they're gonna publish stuff just to get on you. Now, you might just make a simple video, happy video. Oh man, we are coming back. I have the hope for this club. We in the next 10 years we're gonna be there. It's gonna be a certain guy who will be like, you are stupid, clown and imbecile. Why are you saying this and that? Like, you didn't provoke anybody. You didn't say anything. You're just having good time, having a positive message to humanity. We want peace, and somebody. There are those people, the Karen, the people that they call Karen, where they escalate.
Karen.
They escalate everything. Call your manager, call your boss, call your thing. You should be fired. You say that. I didn't say that. They take everything out of context. They hammer you. They insult you. You would such and such. I saw people insulting Claude, his appearance. Oh, look at him. Look at your stomach. I'm like, what the hell are you doing to a human being like this? People start threatening him. He starts putting messages like, hey, I'm going back to my mom. I'm going to, to live in peace with my mom. Stuff like that. I've seen people being so evil to the guy. And I'm like, are we human beings or are we just freaking animals here? So that's why in social media here, you have to avoid accusations, and you have also to avoid saying stuff that might create a lot of controversy. And you need to have a thick skin, as they would say, that sometimes you just take it away. Like me, you can punch me whatever I want. I don't care. It doesn't mean that I don't feel it. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect me, but I'm kind of guy that will say, man, I freaking don't care. You attack me, I attack you back. That's it. It's a draw for us. But for some people who are like emotionally and they can't handle certain things, and you want to expose yourself on social media, expect people to hate you for no reason at all. No reason at all.
By the way, yesterday you told me I should go and watch a documentary about the rise and fall of the true Geordie. So I did. I watched a documentary which had like 1.5 million views. Very excellent documentary. It summed up how he started and how he got. I didn't realize he had so many channels. But anyway, so this guy what it turns out, this guy is a guy called Andrew Tate, very famous person.
That's what I say. I even say his name, but I wasn't really sure.
Okay, so this guy Andrew Tate baited him and used him for his own fortune, for his own fame. But anyway, long story short, Geordie got cancelled, blah blah blah, lost everything, yada yada yada.
And by the way, before I forgot, that Andrew guy is not allowed on YouTube anymore, or his clips and many platforms.
He's in jail. He's in jail. That guy, Romanian.
In many platforms, if you put even his clip, or even if you name him, the AA thing is going to interpret as if you are preaching his doctrine or something, and they will give you a strike, or they will ban you. They're going to give you a suspension or something. I don't know. I tried some videos on YouTube that were blocked completely, and I was in trouble. On TikTok, the same. But on he's back on what is called Twitter, because since Elon Musk, he's like a freedom guy. He have even shows with that Andrew guy, and and like biggest conspiracy theory guys around the world, and they're all on Twitter. And Elon is like, yeah, it's freedom of speech. Everybody's freedom.
You know, he was in jail for the longest time was it Romania? They had him locked up for quite a long time, and you know why?
I don't want to talk about that. Like, I know why, but don't get
Okay,
to
but
that because it's
a very serious. I'm not going to say, but just a very serious charge.
I know
And,
what you're talking about. I watch all the documentary. I know what's going on. I know the police is after him. I know the why he moved to Romania, because they have apparently a better law. That's why he left UK. And they flew girls over there. There's a lot of controversy. Got agency.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm being careful. That's why I told you that I'm being careful. I'm trying to say what I can say and what I can't. Agency with girls and all that, and getting money from them and all that. So people know him from that. But unfortunately, there are people who just love him just that way. And you are in the world where people will believe on everything. And the more you are that way, the more girls are gonna love you, or people are gonna love you. It's always that way. It's a psychology of a human being. But
it's more because he's a macho. He's a man's man. You know, old school guy, old school values. I think that is what attracts a lot of people. That's
so it started by that, and they started. He said that he's a Muslim, he's converted, and then through Jody, somebody said something in the comment, and he say, okay, if you are true such, and you go do it to yourself, such and such, and then I'm not gonna say anything. I know that's why I always tell you don't to say it. So I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I mean. So you attack people's religion, or you attack people's beliefs, you're gonna be in trouble. And people, he was immediately cancelled, sponsored. He was almost 2 million followers on YouTube. Now it's about 400 or something. It started going up a little bit, little by little, but he's not in the same level he used to have. A lot of sponsors, a lot of channels, a lot of
big sponsors. Right? It wasn't just small sponsors; those like big companies. That wow.
It wasn't just like a lot of channels too, a lot of different kind of like podcasts. Not only one. He talks about boxing, MMA, whatever sport it is, got a different specific channel for those things. So people just probably you find him in one channel and you focus on that channel, but you don't know that he got tons of other stuff around. So kind of destroyed his empire a little bit, but because of
he was like you know MMA. He was the chief. You know, before the weigh-in and all that, the guy who speaks, who presents the fighters. He was there. He was that guy. And to come from that level, he reached that level, and then bang, he lost everything. It was just wow. So that is a lot he's lost. Not just a little bit. He's lost every. You know, when they say you lose everything, you literally lose everything. And but okay, people in this life, thankfully, people do believe in giving people second chances. I think that is one positive thing about life is that not everybody does it, but most people, they'll give you a second chance. You know, to redeem yourself, reform yourself, to say
and
I'm
there
sorry.
will be always people who will ever believe you, because everything that you say is fake. That is according to some people. Everything you say, apology is not enough. It's for the camera. You cry, not those are you're crying like a crocodile. It doesn't mean anything. You don't apologize.
Like crocodile. Crocodile tears. Okay.
And you don't apologize. Oh no, you see he's arrogant, can't even have, you are not even a man to come apologize. So what you're gonna do is gonna create something. That's why many people are just like silence and let like their lawyers or another thing or another people talk for them instead of them coming, because you don't win. You're not gonna win no matter what's gonna happen. Only time can heal. Time, new generation, things start changing, and then you start, going back to the society slowly and surely. But there are some people who just wanted you to fail, wanted you to be there, who continue to just hammer you from every angle. How many millions people made about, through Jody apology video reaction? Millions of them. Just watch when you finish here, go there, and through Jody, you can go and watch today, like through Jody apologies, and then you go Google again, through Jody apology reactions, and look how many views they got. Like people try to milk every single penny they can from somebody's misery. That is the world that we are living in. Okay, let's go back to football, people. It's a 13-minute in my location, still 0-0 between Arsenal and Newcastle United. Arsenal have like half a chance, if I'm not mistaken, but nothing really like clear cut so far.
They control this game for sure. They're pressing hard.
You're gonna get tired though. They're gonna get tired, and when they get tired, the Jodies are gonna hit them in the counter, and boom, boom, and Arteta is gonna be. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's not a goal, guys. It's not a goal, guys. It's a disgrace.
You sound like Arteta. It's just exactly how he speaks. This is how he speaks exactly. Wow, that's a very good impression.
Just complain about everything. So I know Jodies, they came here calm, collected, play like they are lazy or something. But when they hit you, they have the people to destroy you physically. Let them get tired, and we're gonna pounce back. That is the strategy today.
They have a very toxic counter-attack, and it goes so damn quick. I mean, they got that Gordon guy is fast. They got Murphy on the other side, and Isak, he's also pretty quick as well. So that is, if you're defending one-on-one with those guys, they're good luck, because they will make you look silly.
Yeah. They don't miss often. They don't miss counter attacks. They don't miss often. They got it.
Who's that guy there? I like him. Amorim. Was it Almorin?
Ruben Amorim? What do you mean? Like the manager?
He's a midfield attacker. Almorin, I think it's. I don't know his first name.
Oh, Almiron.
Sorry, Almiron. I like him, but he's lost his place in the team. They have noticed, but he's very, very fast, and he's always for a small guy. He looks like a small guy. He doesn't look like a football player, but he's deadly shot, and he's so quick. But I remember when they first bought him, everybody thought, he's a flop, but he was given a chance, and then suddenly he came alive. And where is he from? Argentina or Bolivia or Peru
Paraguay.
Or somewhere? Where?
Paraguay.
Oh wow! And,
he used to play. He used to play here in the MLS for Atlanta United.
Okay.
I knew him from the MLS. He's not bad, but he's not that good. The way people try to hype him, and I've seen even True Jody like destroy him.
Wow.
Destroy him like he doesn't like him or whatever. I've seen a lot of Newcastle United fans like not really happy about him. They wanted to sell him to Saudi at some point. People like, oh, I'm gonna drive him to the airport or whatever. So the problem is us, just because we don't watch like other teams closely, there are certain things that happen there that you don't know. Like you might think this player is, oh wow, like Garnacho, man, look at the goal. You just care about the goal or the vibes, but you go deep to Manchester United fans, they're gonna give you another side of the players because they watch him, they understand certain things that we don't understand. So that's the way it is.
It's a pity he didn't ask what is the Man United fan? What's his name? Skylar, when he came on about Garnacho. It was like the day before, the way he rubbished Garnacho, and yet against Liverpool, Garnacho, he was the man. I was just laughing.
Well, that's the problem, though. You can hype somebody or you can diminish him. Doesn't mean that he's not gonna perform. It's about consistency, and it's about, those young kids. They can score one goal today and they go missing for 10 games, and social media activities and refusing to celebrate. There are so many other stuff. That's why you're paid a lot of money to do. So if you score a goal, what's the problem? You just did your job. Continue to do it. And don't try to say like, I told you so, or celebrate a certain way to get on the fans, like, yeah, I'm the guy or something. No, people criticize you for a reason, okay? And you do it after 10 games. What the point? Are we gonna just sit there and praise you all the time? So I don't.
That's true. We fans, we are emotional. You know, we are very emotional. Our feelings are sit at our fingertips. You know, we react. We react in current time, so to say. We not always we think things through in the bigger picture, the longer term, because we're emotional, we are impatient, and we want everything here and now. And
Well, it's look like it's the culture, no, that like the new generation and the culture of social media is just like pushing people to be that way. Back in the day when people used to watch games in bars and you go with a bunch of friends, no social media and stuff, yes, people were angry. People were, frustrated and blaming players, but at the end of the day, they support the player. They say, you know what? Tomorrow, another day, we might win. They were more understanding people of football. Now, we have a bunch of kids who never even kick the ball outside. They always play video games in their grandmother's basement, 24/7. They refuse to go play football outside. They know nothing about the rules, but they know everything. Just because of some clips on social media, somebody says such just they copy paste and then they spread more fake news, and frustration is becoming like it's trending topic, because when somebody is angry and insulting people, it's gonna trend on social media. So our mind is kind of set to that kind of environment, of angry environment. So it looks worse than it is, but that's the world that we are living. Anyways.
And then if you're like in this game here, you make a terrible foul, you get replayed 15,000 times, replayed all different angles from the ground level, drone shots. There's so many different. It makes you look even more bad than it maybe in reality it is. You got all these stats. There's all stats left, right, and center about a player, and this and the other. And there's the level of scrutiny, the level of is ridiculous compared to what it used to be. This is obviously social media. This is the media in general, because they have so much better technology and they can analyze much better. So nowadays they analyze you from I'm sure even when you're walking onto the pitch, probably analyzing what's his heartbeat like, or does he look ready, or is he, they'll find some kind of data there already there, and then of course on the field they'll find all kinds of data, and they can use this for you or against you, depending what their agenda is.
Yeah. So that was a clash, or was a red card for somebody? I think they clashed. That wasn't.
They clashed. There was no red card. That
like both guys. It wasn't like a high boot or something. They just clashed, but it was a risky. Those are the kind of situation that Arteta is gonna complain that it was a red card for them, and it's gonna create another controversy. But also Martinelli wasn't innocent on the thing. But you know how it goes. Ty from IFTV is noting. It's taking note from that and say that was a suspension for 10 years and it wasn't given and blah 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 blah. Hey, who cares?
But before he even starts talking his rubbish, first of all I say thank you to NHS people, school teachers, teachers,
bus drivers and stuff.
That's right. Oh yeah, bus drivers. That's right. That's another one. Bus drivers. I said, what the hell is this guy talking? What's it? Get on to the point. No, but then you carry on maybe 3 minutes.
Black Lives Matter and stuff.
Everybody. And then but this is like, but he reminds me of where I come from anyway. I don't know about other countries in Africa. So when a politician wants to make a speech, he will start about 5 minutes just greetings to the minister of this, greetings to the secretary of that,
your
greetings
honor, to your honor, or your secretary, or yeah. Your
And then
Excellency and
by the
stuff.
time he's finished his greetings, you've fallen asleep. You think, and then he will say, he'll come there, he'll speak something or some rubbish for 2 minutes. Yeah, thank you very much. You say, what? I came here just to listen to somebody say, give greetings. What the hell is this? I think they call it protocol. There's so much protocol. It's like ridiculous. Come on, get to the point.
And it's gonna start like in 1937. That was a FA Cup just before the World War II, and it was a game between Arsenal and whatever team, and it was a guy called Mr. Puncher or something who put a bad tackle on Arsenal, and he wasn't even given a red card. So he's gonna start stuff like that, and reminding you what the entire history of how everybody is against Arsenal and the referees always since 1925. They always
and yet when Robbie is standing there, but Ty, we were rubbish. No, the referee, Ty, we were rubbish. The referee, we were rubbish. They were still arguing. And the one who doesn't want to accept that his team were actually rubbish, but nope, he will find you blame nobody.
What are you talking about? It was raining. It was raining. No, only for us, not for the other team. It was
but you see, for that brand, he's very important because he's one of the original. He's so easy to make. I've seen every time I've seen Arsenal, the TV cameras always catch him. If you notice, he's always in the. They always, you will see a quick glimpse of him.
He goes to games. He's a true Arsenal fan. He goes to game every game pretty much. He goes to women games. He goes to the kid game. I don't even know if he got a job because I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't want to say that. Let me take.
Yeah, but he probably gets paid from AFTV. Obviously, that's a big.
I don't think it's enough to pay you.
Those guys make millions. What are you talking about? AFTV is a big business.
They have also a lot of people there that work there that need money.
Yeah.
So what I say is, before even the AFTV, brother was doing this. AFTV just discover him, out of the blue and put him, part of the show. And it's not like they are paying him like monthly. It's according to the shows that he does. If that show makes some certain money, they're gonna pay you a certain amount of money. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, he's been doing that long before even FTV was FTV. It's not he's doing it for FTV. He will tell you stories back in the Invincible when Wenger used to come outside every single time and talk with him after the games and all that. And even Robbie will recognize that, the DT, the OG of Arsenal. Oh, we always see this guy in the bus or doing something. So it's just happened that they call him into the movement. And him and Claude actually started arguing in the bus. Like when they are going to watch games, those, like the team bus that the fans are going to gather somewhere and the bus is going to take them all day. So they always like fight in the bus with Claude about something. So it started there before they moved to the AFTV comedy stuff, Comedy Central. So, so they are the original. What I'm saying is that how can you have a job and be as invaluable as that? I don't know, probably paid by the state or whatever, but
I don't know if you know how expensive tickets are in England stadium. Traveling, it's not cheap. It's cost a lot of money.
A lot of money. He got his season ticket, which makes it a little not that much than if you pay one ticket. So you have your season ticket, and it can help you not even to pay like the away games or stuff like that. So.
But they travel to all the away games, including into Kazakhstan or wherever, Japan in the pre-season. They everywhere. Of all the games Arsenal plays.
Thai mostly is in UK, England, but AFTV, that's true. They go to pre-season. They have sponsors. They drive cars from like rental companies. They sponsor them, so they don't pay for cars and gas and whatever. They just use and promote them or stuff like this. But yeah, it's a good business. They are doing a good
I
business.
was laughing because this, about 3 weeks ago, they went to Sierra Leone, and I don't know if you saw that, and they flew with, I can't remember which airlines that was. I think some Moroccan airlines, and when they arrived in Sierra Leone, their baggage, the whole plane, the baggage was lost. And they could see on nowadays you have these apps, you can trace your bags, and the bags were in Casablanca. Was it Casablanca, Rabat or Casablanca? When the plane did stop over there, whatever reason, all the bags were unloaded, and then the passengers had no toothbrushes, no underpants, no nothing, because they had no bags. Think, what the hell, man? So they arrived in Sierra Leone, but obviously, well, you see the welcome they've been also to Ghana, they've been to Nigeria, and the welcome they get there. Oh my God, Jesus, these guys are superstars, man. People love them. So
This guy here, the goalkeeping coach, is more famous than Arteta. Let's be honest.
which one?
You will see there is a set piece coach at Arsenal who is more famous than Arteta because he got his own banners and people, like when there is like a set piece or corner kick and it's gonna be like, yes, corner again, ole ole. That's celebrating. So people made yeah, anyways, like the camera every time, like if Arsenal get like a free kick or something, they're gonna just fix on him and like show him like talking with Arteta or something. So for the first time, we now know the assistant manager. Well, not the first time because Jason Tinder is always the assistant manager that acts like a manager. But this time around, it's like set piece coach is saving Arteta by scoring some, free kicks, set pieces, and then win games. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but oh my goodness me. How? Yeah.
I hit the post, eh?
I have to refresh this. I think I am 1 minute late. Let me refresh this. Because when I move to another window, I have to refresh it because it shows you something here. So yeah, Martinelli hit the post. What a chance! What a chance!
But he's come back. You remember, he was out. He was finished. So now he's got a second chance again in the team.
What a chance, Martinelli, man. So if they don't win today, I'm expecting many people to get on Martinelli. They're gonna get on Martinelli like he's not Brazilian. We have to check on his passport because I've never seen a Brazilian that misses a lot of chances like Martinelli or something. Well, people say for banter reason. Okay. So Kobe Mainoo, the youngsters, 19 years old from Manchester United, been linked with Chelsea. Apparently, Chelsea are the front runner to sign him, and it was crazy on social media. It was trending, and I made a video about it. People go watch if you haven't gone to Green Turf or whatever channel it is. So Mainoo, I gave my opinion. I don't believe that this is true, and because they are negotiating a contract. His agent is negotiating a new contract at Manchester United. So what a chance, an opportunity to throw Chelsea out there. The Chelsea are already waiting, ready to give him a contract so he can get another contract. I don't believe in the news, but the journalist is a trusty source. Like he works for the Daily Mail, but people can give you some news just to make headlines. The agent might call you and say, hey, buddy, can you publish this here? Chelsea, want to sign him, say this and that, so we can have some leverage on negotiations here. So it's not necessarily the journalist's fault, But that's what he's supposed to do. He was told by his source, but it doesn't mean that it's true.
There's no way on earth Man United are going to let go one of the golden eggs in Kobe Mainoo, from one the academy and all that. No, that's not going to happen. It's just journalists using Chelsea name as usual because they think, Chelsea, they haven't done anything in the market. We'll link him to Chelsea just because it might sound credible. But as you say yourself, sometimes these journalists, they try, they see, and they hope a story will blow up big. And then, as you said, clicks and likes, it's all money and attention. So it's Kobe Mainoo to Chelsea. Come on.
And they all know that Chelsea buys everything that moves. If you are a good kid from Sierra Leone who scored a couple goals in training with your friend, you just show the video to Mr. Bowley, and he's gonna buy you. So there is let me recommend you something else, because I know that you do some research often. Now you went to watch the True Geordie documentary. When you finish, you can go and watch the True Geordie apology reaction, and you're gonna say
reaction. Okay.
And then you're gonna also watch something. I don't know. Let me think before I say. You type if Chelsea players had a group chat. That is the title of the video. I forgot the channel. It's a small channel. They just started, but I think the idea is original and very, very good. Like it takes a lot of time to make those kind of videos. I subscribe to the guy, and I really left him a message on social media. He responded. He's a cool guy. I'm like, the work that you are doing is just very good and original and funny. Like he comes up with his own idea instead of like copying some other people's content, and so he creates some stuff. He's gonna imagine something, right? In a funny way, what somebody will say. So he will say, for example, if Chelsea fans or Chelsea players had a group chat, what they will be talking after a specific game. So you will see like Reece James, the captain, is gonna start, "Hello there, guys," and Cole Palmer, for example, is gonna jump, "Who?"
And good morning, Blues. Look at the table. Second, not bad, eh? Looks good on us. We are cooking. We are cooking. And then somebody fire. Where are the haters now? 57 goals in 22 games. I'm impressed. This is Chelsea. Wait to see. Thanks, boss. Anyone up for some chippy chips to celebrate? This is Cole Palmer. It's quite funny.
If you watch until the end, you're gonna see where it gets really, really funny. Somebody is gonna say like, who invited Mount, or go back to your United, or go back to your hospital, or they're gonna say something like, Reece James, who are you? Like you are like, you've been in the hospital more than at home, something like that. I'm just making up stuff so you can just get an idea of how funny or how silly it could be. And then you see like Todd Bowley jumping. What are you talking about, guys? And you want me to buy somebody? Like
hang on, he said this one. They Todd Bowley. Strange to say that. I was just watching Todd Bowley. Hey, I found a 14-year-old from Madagascar.
Yeah, from Madagascar. It's very
only 150 million.
And I think it's a very intellectual. It's kind of content that I like people who can like create something like that instead of same old angry videos and insult, cursing. That is some kind of like, oh wow, and it takes time to edit those kind of video. Like there are specific like editing tools that you have to edit.
Listen to this one here. So this is now Enzo Fernandez. Maybe another winger. Ask him. Mudryk could use some competition. And Cole Palmer says, "Actually, where is Mudryk? I haven't seen him last week. I think we won't be." Then Jackson said, "I don't think we'll be seeing him anytime soon." Why? What happened? This is Cole Palmer asking, and it's just as if Cole Palmer image. Blah blah blah. What? That's crazy. I told you he scored. Isak. Wow. Isak just scored.
Hello, Mr. My brother
Newca-
Caesar. Are you
Newcastle.
alright?
You said you were right. Newcastle scored.
Yeah,
Not
1-0.
me. What?
How are you doing today?
Good. I'm now watching the game of Club Brugge in the cup.
Okay. Club Brugge in the cup. How is the game so far?
We are 1 up at halftime, but we need more goals, I think.
Yeah, it's always safe to have more goals than no goals. Than one goal is a very dangerous result.
Yes,
So,
like
yeah,
we need more goals, like 4-0, I predict.
4-0. Okay. Yeah, good luck to you. 4-0 to your club, Club Brugge. Come on, Bruges. I will start supporting. I will start supporting Bruges so I can encourage you because you are my friend. So
Right.
yeah, I will start.
But there are not too much fans, but it's a cup game on
Yeah, it's still a
Tuesday.
cup. It's still a cup. A cup is a cup. You have to win it.
Cup
It's
is
a
a cup,
trophy.
eh?
It's a trophy. You know. You
It's a
don't.
trophy, man.
You don't.
But
You don't
we
neglect
don't
any
win.
cup. Any cup is a cup. Ask Tottenham fans. They don't know what a cup is. They can take
Yes,
a.
like
They can
I
take
know
a.
from Tottenham fans, they are still angry on Ange Postecoglou, eh?
Yeah, Postecoglou. We don't know if he's gonna win anything.
He's
But
ex-Celtic, eh? And we played with Club Brugge in Celtic in the Champions League.
okay. And good news is Newcastle are leading 1-0 against the Arsenal, so they might go back and equalize though.
What do you think of Arsenal?
Say it again.
What do you think of Arsenal?
They are shit.
What is shit?
Arsenal.
Thank you.
That's all right.
We are not going
Where's Arsenal? Where's Arsenal? Yeah, so you just twisted the Tottenham game. What do you think of
But-
Tottenham? So I got your point. Yeah,
But
they are
prediction
shite.
by Tottenham Liverpool.
Say it again.
Prediction Tottenham Liverpool.
Tottenham Liverpool. I think Liverpool are gonna beat them.
Yes. I say the same. 0-6.
But remember, it's 2 legs. It's not only 1 leg. It's one. You play 1 game away. You play 1 game at home. So it's not done. The first leg, you might win, but the second leg, you might lose. So you have to be careful. It's 2 legs.
Like, it's now half time. They're showing the highlights of the first half. But our starting 11 is some difference. No Simon Mignolet.
No Simon Mignolet today because they have to save him for the league instead of the
Yes.
cup. The cup, they
And,
have to give a chance to
Nordin
other
Jakkers
players.
is playing.
Vertonghen?
Nordin Jakkers.
Oh, Geniokos. All right. Good. Because they have to save the best players for the league.
Yes, like Simon.
The league is more important than the cup, but you want to win a cup, by the way. You want to win a
Yeah.
cup. Yeah.
And like Simon, he needs some rest, I think.
Okay. I agree. I understand what you mean. He needs some rest.
But
Yes, sir.
I think Gustav Nilsson, ex-Union, he's not scoring today. What is the problem? I think we need Marc Guehi of Chelsea. Is he a good striker?
Marc Guehi is a very good striker, and I think in the Belgium league,
What is his transfer value?
we're not gonna sell him. I don't think Chelsea are gonna sell him because he's
What is his transfer value?
So let me finish my sentence. You're gonna understand what I'm trying to say. The market value, I don't know exactly, but Chelsea just bought him from Barcelona for 5 million. And they're not gonna sell him for less than 20 million. And I don't think that Chelsea are gonna sell him. But that is a good idea. Loan him out to the Belgium league so he can play like week in and week out to develop. It's gonna be a good idea to loan him over there. I don't know if it's gonna be there.
But we have our youth team is sometimes another struggle like our youth team and our oldest one of the youth is Brandon Mechelen. Then we have Kiri, Kirian Stobba, Jorne, speler, Maxime de Kuipik, I forgot his name. Vermont, I think.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about the game, and I will come back to you. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I
So
think the house is gonna.
stay silent for a little while. Let me just talk about something. Manchester United, they don't want to sell their homegrown players like Garnacho and also Kobe Mainoo, but David Austin say that if a good offer comes, they might consider, because they are not untouchable. The financial fair play is coming to, to hit them hard. So this news about Kobe Mainoo is taking, is taking a little bit of what is called, what can I say? Because big names like David Austin are talking about it. It's not excluded that they can, they are not untouchable. They can be bought if the good offer come. So we have this one. We have to be very careful and check on what could happen. But I don't think they're gonna sign for Chelsea. I don't see why Chelsea will need somebody like Kobe Mainoo, where they have like 1,000 players from the same position. 1,000 of them. Andrew Santos can't get the game at Chelsea. Joao Felix can't get the game. Nkunku can't get the game. Only Palmer is like number one forever. And then you have Enzo Fernandez, Ugo Chukwu on loan. You have Raksaki. You have Caicedo. So many of them. So buying Kobe Mainoo to do what with Kobe Mainoo? I don't know. People's Republic, if you're not sleeping, are you happy to? There have been a few times that I have to take you off because you're so tired and everybody can hear that you are sleeping. So I'm saving this brother from humiliation here.
Because hey, come on.
But
Some of us
I
we're not
understand
young
it
anymore.
happened to the best. It happened to all of us, bro. Even me sometimes in the same show here.
No.
I struggled. I'm not saying that I was sleeping, but I struggle. You can feel it. You can feel like you are tired, you are done, and you are drinking a lot of water or coffee just to keep up until the end. But you just were watching TV or whatever, and boom, you're gone.
Sometimes I'm actually in bed when you're doing live. So sometimes I suddenly just bang, you just nod off, and then you realize, hey, the thing is still on. You can hear the thing in the background, and you realize, oh, I'm off air. Okay, thank fuck, I fell asleep, and but it happens. But this Kobe Mainoo, that's for me, it just makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, we can't just keep buying. We got all these players out on loan. Bring some of them back, give them a chance. Why go and spend ridiculous money on a? Yes, he's a good player, but he's not going to be cheap. He'll probably be like 80 million or something like that. So why makes no sense to go and spend more money for? As I said, you've got all these players out on loan. Bring one or two of them back, give them a chance. I hear even Casadei is finished or he's on his way. You think, wow, the guy never got a chance.
What a
shame.
Stripped out for no reason. Like, he's a very good kid. I like the kids. Like, I don't know if my biased opinion because I work with the kid, so every kid is I like the kid, but you can see his quality. He's powerful. Those animals that sometimes you need in your team. He got it. He got it. You need a little bit of physicality, and he's also technically good. The only issue is he's not having enough playing time to develop his skills.
Yeah.
Now Chelsea are gonna sell him. You bought him for 19 million, 20 million. And now everybody is offering you 12 million, 10 million. So what kind of business is that? Why are you buying kids very expensive and selling them for no money, for losing money? Makes no sense to me.
So I agree 1,000%. Then if you're not going to give these kids a chance, then stop buying these kids and close the academy, whatever. Just why? I know the academy is obviously a big business, is to make money, but still, it still costs money. But if end of the day, if you're not going to give these kids one or two chances to have a chance on the team, yes, I know we are a big team and we must win at all costs. But if you're not going to develop your players, these youngsters need time. There's obviously you can't just give him 15 minutes and expect him to go and become Lionel Messi. Doesn't work like that. Young people need time, they need nurturing. They need to make, as you said yourself, to make mistakes. But then again, if you're Chelsea, you make one mistake, you're finished. And fans, you know how toxic we are as fans. We don't forgive. It's not, get him off. He's useless. Whatever. Sell him. Send him to Strasbourg. Whatever. You know how it is. I want him out of my club. This is Mr. Aziz. I want him out of my club now, and it must be now. Say, come on, give him a break. Give him a break. You know,
give him a chance. Yeah,
give him a chance. You know, let him have 10 games. After 10 games, then we can see. We have a big sample size. Then we can see, will he make it or will he break? But not just 15 minutes. Come on.
So halftime. I'm gonna be here for 10 more minutes, and I will go behind the scenes because I have to prepare something.
My friend.
10 minutes to go. Give us your breaking news. We're gonna end the calling in 10 minutes. The show is gonna continue on the screen, but I will go and do something else because my people are coming back home. What you have to say?
The second half is starting in the Club Brugge game.
Say it again.
The second half has started in the Club Brugge game.
It's already started. Still 1-0 for your club.
Yep.
Okay, good. Good luck because 1-0 is not a guarantee that you're gonna win. Are you playing 2 legs, away and home, or it just if you lose you are out of the competition?
Out of the cup.
Out of the cup if you lose?
Quarterfinals is out of the cup. Immediately.
Okay. All right.
Vamos. Arrivederci.
Yeah, it's like you got knocked out immediately. Okay, right.
Boys, I'm gonna watch the second half.
Okay, no problem, my friends. Come back at some point, okay?
Yes.
God bless. Thank you. All right. Me and People's Republic, we still have 80 minutes if anybody want to comment or whatever. It's going to continue on the screen, but I have something else to do.
I can't read comments when I'm live. I don't know if there's any comments.
No, there is no comment. Otherwise, I was going to say.
I can't see. Once you're live in the studio, you can't see anything.
I understand because I'm not using StreamYard. If I was using only StreamYard, you could have seen all the comment. But because I'm just taking your voice from StreamYard to push it on YouTube, and you can't see unless if you open another computer, another window, and you log on the live stream. Otherwise, I'm trying to find other ways, but the only easy way that I found to make calls, I don't want to use StreamYard for many reasons because it's so limited. It doesn't allow me to do what I want to do. But me, I like to create my own little things. So the program that I am using now is like an open source word. Open bar. You bring your chair, you bring your couch. You can adjust everything the way you want it. You create your own things. They just give you the platform. But in StreamYard, they are already set. The house is already set. You can't do this. You can't move this. You can only move a window to this extent. You can only do this and that. That's why I don't use it. Even though I'm paying them money every single month. I just take the voice because it's easy for people to get there. But the way I like my show to be, I like it to be able to access to my things, to my little things, and do my own stuff to look different. So that's why I just take your voice from you, a call from StreamYard, and then the rest from other software, if that makes sense. Only people who do YouTube or do this social media stuff can understand what I'm talking about. Not normal people. All right. So we are here. So Kobbie Mainoo, let me just go and... So you already read about Kobbie Mainoo. Let's go and see if there is another breaking news that I will ask you. Did I also already ask you about Kolomwani if Chelsea signed him? What are you going to feel about it?
I have no idea who he is. I'm just hearing all your negative, not negative, but all your analysis I think, okay, it doesn't sound like a good idea. So this is.
And also remember that my analysis doesn't mean that I make decision. I always keep an open mind. I always say, why not? He did good in Germany, but most of the players from Germany, they don't do that good, like at Chelsea or something. At Chelsea, but keep an open mind. If it's on a loan, not like spend crazy amount of money, I would prefer to keep Guehi and give Guehi like enough playing time. It doesn't mean that you are missing, goals in France. You're gonna miss in England. It's you never know. So I always keep that open mind about, I will accept it, first of all, because I don't make decisions, and second of all, just because you never know. Form is not permanent. You can have bad form today and tomorrow you start performing good. So that is my philosophy when it comes to.
I still think we need a big Chris Wood type of centre forward, because it gives you options. But then you're not so predictable playing same. You can play long balls, you can play with high crosses. It gives you options. Then what Chelsea always does, always the same in the middle. At some point, the Premier League teams, and maybe they already have figured out how do you stop this. And you got to have a plan B. You got to be able to mix it up.
Yeah, that's true. Alexander Isak is just a killer, man. What a player here.
Is he from Ethiopia or Eritrea, or is he from Somali?
Eritrea, in those countries, but he's from. He's got a Sweden passport and whatever. So I like to refer him. I think he moved there when he was a kid, or he was born there. So that is his land. He needs to claim it. That is his country, and we have to respect that.
I'm just saying, the ethnicity. No, but he doesn't look Swedish. That's not lie. We adults.
Yeah, origin.
Originally, I'm just where he was. Okay, where his parents from? Let's put it this way. His mother and father.
It's from that part of Africa. It's from that part.
But if you look at him, what I don't understand about him, when he shoots, the guy has so much power in his shots. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if there's sometimes, like in Germany, they measure the speed, how much speed the ball goes when somebody shoots. And it looks like a thin, tall guy, but the amount of power he has when he shoots, it's incredible.
Yeah. He's incredible, that brother. He's good.
And he's now reached a point there where he's got that fear factor. We're now different. He's like, I'm sure defenders now thinking, shit, I'm going to face Isak. He's now psychologically and mentally, he's got that advantage. A bit like when Salah was really, really good. Everybody think, oh God, we're going to face Salah. And I think Isak is now reaching that stage there where people will be thinking the same thing. Oh my God, we're going to play Isak. He's so fast, we can't stop him. Physically strong. And obviously his finishing is something else. He doesn't miss very often. Everybody talks about Haaland, but Haaland misses a lot.
Better than Haaland.
Oh, for sure, because he can play.
In terms of overall football player, he can do the Thierry Henry. He can do the Drogba a little bit. He can be a nasty a little bit. He can participate to the game. He's defensively solid. He does pretty much everything. He's a complete striker. But in terms of pure goal-scoring guy where you have to serve him and he's going to score you goals, it's Haaland. But for me, I would prefer more a little bit of overall like him. But you can't say no to Haaland. Are you crazy? So it's always going to divide people. But as an overall striker, I think Isak is better.
That's because Haaland doesn't have much football skill.
He just knows how to score goals. He bullies people because of his size. He wins headers because of his physicality and power and aggressivity in the box. People are even afraid of him. I've seen Marc Cucurella marking him. He bullied him like a kid on the pitch, on the floor. Like he threw him away like a kid on the pitch because he's strong. He is tall. Kukurea is like, Haaland is like twice his size. So he just dragged him like a little kid on the pitch. So I think people are even afraid of marking Haaland. And that's why he got goals.
Yeah, he's got that fear factor. But it's been a long time. He's now sort of like returning again after many games without scoring. He's suddenly back.
That's the problem with Haaland. Like he have horrible games. He's gonna score a couple goals here, hat-trick there, boom, 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 boom. He finished Golden Boot in the Premier League. Everybody forget everything else. Everything else is forgotten. It's now black or white. Haaland is the best. But if you look at the goal, did you really help your team that much? Yes, in terms of goals. But when your team is struggling, are you there to participate and help? No. You're just waiting for the Bruna to put in the silver platter for you to score. Somebody need to do the work, the dirty work for you. So, good guy, Haaland is, but...
So this way City went 9 games without winning or losing, whatever it is, because Haaland was completely off form. Now the moment he's back to form, City is back to winning.
Well, it doesn't depend only on him because he was he was there when he was struggling too. The form is about the team.
That's what I'm saying. He was struggling. Haaland was struggling to score, and City was in trouble. Now that Haaland somehow has found his confidence, he's got his mojo back. City's back. It's goals are goals. You need goals when you're centre forward. No matter how you say it, the centre forwards aren't scoring goals.
So you think the entire crisis was just because Haaland wasn't scoring? He missed, I don't know how many penalties. So for you, he's only responsible for the good part because of Haaland now that we're doing good, but he's not part of the crisis. That's what you want to teach us.
You don't be missing the point. Every team needs goals. If you want to win a game, you need goals. I don't know how better I can put it. And if you're this guy here, that small little guy there, one English guy,
Foden.
If Foden is not even in the team, and you've got nobody else taking shots, nobody else scoring goals, and you rely so much on Haaland to score you the goals, and his goals are dried up, then what? Then you have nobody. There's nothing there. There's no Jack Grealish to score your goals. There's nobody. And that guy Bernardo Silva, I don't know what happened to him. He's also gone off the boil. De Bruyne. So there's a lot of issues in that team. They're not just missing goals from Haaland, but there's other players there who also maybe either worn out, tired, whatever, old. There's a lot of excuses. But for whatever reason, Pepsi somehow did some juju there, and City is sort of like slowly coming back to where they belong, and where we thought City was finished. Whoops, City is still alive. And so it's just 1-2 games is what it takes, and then suddenly the fear factor is back, and
for me, I respect your opinion, but I don't think because of Haaland, because you sounds like it's Haaland the problem, but Haaland the solution and not the problem. He was the problem because he was missing penalties.
Mm-hmm.
And City also, there are some other people who are scoring now, not only Haaland. He scored, a couple goals the last game, but the game before that, you have to see it in general where, everybody is kind of coming back slowly and surely instead of like, the goals. He's responsible for goals now. Even if he wasn't there, I still believe that City, if they have somebody, they were going to start scoring already. It's a bad time that they went through, and now they slowly and surely coming back. Injuries.
I could even give you a better example. Our own Chelsea. There's two. I'm for me, and I know people think I'm crazy. Our recent slump, so to say, when 4 games and no win. I don't know draw and lose and all that, is directly. There's two players I can point out to you is the reason why we in this situation where we are. We can't. One, Nicholas Jackson. Since the Tottenham game, something's happened to his confidence. Something happened to him. He's completely, he's not in a good place. Two, the injury to Lavia. That is what people don't underestimate how important he is, because Lavia and Caicedo in midfield frees up Enzo Fernandez.
You are the Enzo cultist. So
of course.
Are you acknowledging now that Chelsea need also a lot of energy to protect Enzo, who is not really offering anything defensively?
That's because they have so many forward players, attacking players. So you need a very good, very strong midfield, defensive midfield, because you have so many players.
Enzo's still a midfielder. The last time I checked, he's still a midfielder.
He's
so you
10.
Acknowledge now he's not a number 10. I mean, he
is. He plays in front of the midfield and just behind the strikers.
So
that's where he's
what position Cole Palmer plays?
Cole Palmer, he's just everywhere. The guy is everywhere. He can play wherever he wants. He's such a good player. He can play left wing, right wing, centre forward, right back. He's just everywhere. He's a universal player. He doesn't have any specific position. He's that good. Let him just be.
Yeah, that is a never-ending debate. Aziz, you wanted to say something?
Mr. Aziz, hey, my brother.
I was leaving already. What you have to
brothers, how you doing?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm a break at work. Let me say hello to you.
Thank you so much.
Evening.
And
thank you for sending money to Mr. Oaks yesterday.
Oh yeah. That's my brother. We have to support the cause, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Either we agree or we disagree.
Yeah.
But we still love Chelsea.
Chelsea.
We want Chelsea to move forward.
Yeah, it is.
If you were here on Saturday, me and Mr. Oates got into it arguing.
Yeah.
Man, I had to quit the gym on Saturday because of the rubbish that was played. Man, as angry I was at, I just had to let something loose in my house yesterday. It was the game pad, the game console.
Oh wow!
And something had to. That's how much anger. No. If we were losing, I would understand, but you could see the writing in the wall. You could fix it, but the coach is being stubborn.
Yeah,
the coach is being stubborn. There are some games, like Mr. Victor said. There are some games you don't win pretty. You win ugly. If it's to pack 20 buses, I don't mind. Like I was saying that day, if I was the coach and I said, okay, why was Nicholas Jackson not subbed off early? Or remove Nicholas Jackson, bring in a Rich James or a defender.
Yeah.
Take Palmer forward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You see where I'm coming from? Or sacrifice Sancho, bring in Rich James.
Yeah. That's true.
Football is not mathematics.
Like our manager need to improve.
Because these are things. Because you had a world class player, someone like a Rich James. One thing about world class, they said form might be temporary, but class is permanent. One thing you can't get out. One thing we can't diminish out of Rich James is a world class right back. All what he just needs is one cross.
Yeah, that's so that for sure. So so we have the next game is gonna be on Saturday in the FA Cup. Did you hear about Kobe Mainoo to Chelsea?
I heard the rumor. It was from you. I saw it and I went online to check. I was like, well, if it comes to Chelsea, Lavia ain't playing. To be honest here, instead of bringing Kobe Mainoo, why don't we go bring Leslie Ugochukwu back?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Why don't we bring Santos back?
Chelsea is about opportunity, and then you find yourself with 10 players in the same position, all of them frustrated. Who's going to start? Who's going to not start?
Because I heard that this guy is leaving, this Italian guy. What's his name?
Casade
is leaving. and
Dewsbury Hall also.
Dewsbury also is leaving. So if he's going to bring, because Kobe Mainoo is in the last 6 months of his contract or something like that.
Kobe Mainoo, no, it's still. I think he's still almost. I don't know, 18 months or 2 years. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Don't quote me on this. But they are negotiating a contract now, and he's not happy about the offer and all the good
He should come to
stuff.
Chelsea. Sancho should convince him to come to Chelsea. Come join his brother.
To play where, like, yes, it's good for the vibes and
No,
making videos.
he can play as a number 8, like bringing the ball forward.
But we still have Enzo Fernandez who does that.
I understand. I'm just saying, he can, because he's the kind of player, he brings another kind of dimension in the midfield. Because
remember,
Lavia would have been the player, but Lavia is always injured. You can't rely on Lavia. Lavia has only played maybe 7 or 8 games in 2 seasons. Is that someone you want to rely on?
Yeah, you're making a good point, but nobody said that he's gonna be injured for forever, and he might be fit tomorrow.
Mr. House, we all said the same thing about Rhys James. Rhys James is not going to be injured forever.
So how about Estevao William and Kendrick Pius, who are
they are not coming in January. They are coming next season.
Yeah, so
that's the only thing that pained me. I wish they could have come this January. They bring another different dimension to what we play. Because
I don't think it should be Kobe Mainoo, because it's gonna be a problem, even next summer, and you don't know what to do with him, and you have many players from the same position.
2-0, Gordon.
But maybe
bloody Gordon.
You see why I've been telling people to get Isak. You see why I've been telling people. Who was here when I said we needed a player like Isak at Chelsea?
Yeah,
remember at the beginning of the season, I said we needed a player like Isak when we were comparing his stats of last season. I said this guy didn't play a lot of games last season, and the little of games he played, he scored 11 or 12 games. But what Isak brings for you is older play. He's a bully. He does things. He rarely misses chances.
Arsenal have been dominated like a bunch of kids.
His conversion rate is second to none. I'm not saying you should discard Jackson. But I said Jackson cannot be our number 9.
Man, but tell me something about somebody called Lewis Hall and Livramento. Oh my Lord, they are making that team tick. They are excellent player. Excellent play. Look. Oh my goodness. Call Lewis Hall back home, man. Buy him back, please. Do we have a release clause or something? Do we put some kind of buyback clause or something? What a player, man. What a player. Isak now got 1 assist. I don't know if that is gonna count as an assist, but he shoot on target. The goalkeeper deflected to Anthony Gordon, who was the right place, the right time. 2-0 to Newcastle United against Arsenal. Arsenal got battered everywhere they go. Okay, King of Kings, Mr. Andrew, my brother, what you saying, bro?
Oi, good people.
Unmute yourself, Mr. King of Kings. Andrew.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are we?
Distinguished.
You guys, you're right. We are here watching, enjoying Arsenal losing, you know what I mean?
He fell out.
I just got in from work, and I could the stadium's not so far from where I live. I could hear them.
Oh wow, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. Yeah. I will go outside and start a fight with Arsenal fans. If I was you, I'd drive over there and I'm outside and start a fight with them.
I don't think I can take on so many people, to be honest. I'd have to be running away or driving away at least, at high speed.
Yeah,
probably chasing me down.
Okay,
as well,
Arsenal got a corner kick and people are celebrating as a goal. You know how it goes. Arsenal, a corner kick and people are like, yes, let's go and score and stuff.
I just jumped on really because I wanted to have a quick word about Jackson. Is there something that I noticed? It's just that I know he doesn't score how we would like him to.
Yes.
But, there's other stuff that he does very well, such as the press and bringing other team players into the play and so on and so forth. And I was just looking on the past 4 or 5 games that we lost and drew, and we conceded when they took him off.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Each time they took him off, that's when we conceded.
Yeah,
the game with Ipswich,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't start. It was Nkuku.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but to me,
It was terrible.
That's an indication to show that he helps
A lot
in
defensively.
regards to the defense.
Yeah.
You know,
Jackson is like an unsung hero. Like he does some dirty work that people don't want to acknowledge. People who focus on he misses chances. Even me, I got on him often, but I always try to find balance. If you look at overall game, very good. He just can't finish.
He cuts off certain lines of play, which prevents the the opposition, when they're attacking and so on. So I don't know. Is there something that maybe the coach needs to look at? I mean, for example, when we had that 1-0 against, when it was 1-0 up against, who was it, against Crystal Palace? Maybe should have kept him on, or wait, maybe give.
Yeah, bring another defensive player like Rhys James or something to close the shop. Okay.
To close the shop,
Yeah, Mourinho, we're not losing that game. We're not losing against Crystal Palace and against Ipswich. 1-0, and until we're going, he can just study the game and say, "Yo, man, John Obi Mikel, Obi Mikel, come here, boom, go close the shop, brother. Game over. See the game out, frustrate them, and then let's just get 3 points. Yeah. So this is another aspect that our manager need to learn.
I don't know if you saw, there was our great player, Mr. Mikel, John Obi Mikel. He did a podcast and he started criticizing him again, apparently.
Yeah, he criticized him a lot. People said it's a little bit very harsh, but there is a little bit of truth on what he said.
Yeah.
But probably the tone of what he said sounds more dramatic than it is. He's telling the truth. If he was Drogba in front, you score the second goal, game over. Like the games that we drew, even against Everton. Clear open head, and then boom, hit the post. At least freaking hit the target. He's horrible with his head. So he's telling the truth, but I think just the tone that he's saying and the way he pushed a little bit for Osimhen make people think that he has some kind of agendas against Jackson. But the truth is that brother had clear chances. He didn't score, and we didn't win because nobody scored. And we can't be Kopama FC.
Mr. Oaks, where was this criticism? Where was this criticism when your friend Haaland wasn't scoring? I didn't hear you say anything.
Me? No, I said it because you don't watch my videos. I make after every single game, like let's say this weekend is going to be like the FA Cup weekend. I will make a specific video for Chelsea, and then I will make an entire video for other teams on the GFC channel. And I will go there, call Haaland all kind of name, the worst striker that ever existed in the history of. I go there and banter and do the fan, the head along, just like any fan. You don't watch my normal video. You just watch like my life. I don't blame you, and I'm not pushing you to go watch. But what I'm saying, you never heard it because you don't watch that. How many videos lately? And I'm also good on taking you down as an opponent and also hyping you like, hey, he's doing good. He scored 2 goals, he's back. So I try to find a little bit more balance, but I'm a Chelsea fan. Sometimes I go for it. I go for Harvard, like I told you. I'm the #1 Harvard header on the planet. because of what he did.
Did you see his miss? Did you see his miss? He tried to hit the ball, he hit his shoulder instead.
Yeah, so because of what he did to Chelsea fans at Stamford Bridge, me who bought your merchandise, who spent 300K, where I'm going to get that money, $300 to customize a football jersey, an American football jersey to Kai Havertz, stitched, number 29, supported you. Even when you moved to Arsenal, I continue to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that we made a mistake, blah, 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 blah. And you go to Stamford Bridge, you score an offside goal, and you start insulting Chelsea fans, shushing them, the people who praised you, who made you who you are today. I was like, I'm done with this guy. I am turning my guns toward this guy. You don't disrespect Chelsea fans and go unpunished. That is my problem with Kai Havertz. So I do those kind of videos, you just don't watch them. So yeah, I said it. I criticized him, you didn't hear. And next time, probably when we do like a watch along for Manchester City, you will see how I criticize the guy. Anyways, Mr. King of Kings, what do you think about Kobbie Mainoo to Chelsea Football Club? I was about to close the shop, but you are here, so I'm going to give you a little bit of time to talk and empty your pocket if you have something to say.
I think it's a waste of time, really. You know, as mentioned, we've got a plethora of players in that position, so we need to look there. You know, who? So
you don't want Kobbie Mainoo? Okay.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah.
You know,
People's Republic just want to buy. You know, the People's Republic are those young generation of TikTok of okay, buy. We call them horrors in America. There are shows here on TV that you can watch, like people just buy, and like they don't even have a place to like sleep. They have to push everything, and like they can buy pizza, they buy McDonald's, they buy White Castle, they buy all kind of food, and they stock. They even forgot that they have food, right? So the house like kind of smell badly. It's like a condition. It's just like a disease in America. Like people waste more things than they eat or they use. So they are kind of, so People's Republic is kind of those people. Osimhen,
it's a mental condition.
Yeah, it's a mental.
I saw one.
Yeah,
I saw one where there was a man and he had he was just picking up almost anything he saw. He had an umbrella.
Yeah.
Which didn't have the material on it. It was just the spine.
Okay.
He had so many newspapers that he had to climb over the newspapers to go into his bathroom. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, that's how good, how bad it is. So those kind of people, you have to understand them. It's not their fault. It's a mental condition. They went through many things in life, or they lost their partners, or something happened. They start like eating a lot, buying everything, finishing their retirement money on buying credit card marks, and you find like, wow, you can't clean, and don't go and just clean their houses. Like, no, you need like proper help from professional to talk to them first and make them in a certain conditions to allow you to go and start cleaning those houses. So the reference.
What about those guys who are crazy guys who have this very weird, I would even say, mental fetish of they'll go and find a very, and I don't want to be rude, very well-fed woman. When I say well-fed woman, that is like a large woman, and then all they do is just feed her, just continuously feed her, give her food to the size, to the point there where she's so big they can't even come out the door. They have to, like, if she wants to go to the hospital or something, they have to order like a crane, for the fire service, have to get it through the window. You ever seen those people? Those people have that weird condition.
I feel very uncomfortable talking about it because I have somebody I know actually. No, it's not like get in trouble, but I know somebody. In one of the little town that I used to live in Pennsylvania. There is a town called Hershey. Pennsylvania there. I knew a woman that used to be a good friend of mine, good friend of the family over there that had those kind of condition, and he got, well, he is with Jesus right now, but he was in those conditions. That's what I wanted to say. So like,
no, but it's not the woman, not the person eating. It's the actual the husband or the boyfriend. Their fetish is to feed them as much as possible. So in their mind, they just want to keep giving that person food.
I don't think it's on purpose, because those people are hungry and they are demanding you to do that.
No. It's the actual. Watch this. It's the actual guy. So let's say you find your girlfriend or wife, and your fetish is you just want to see your partner eat as much as possible. So you just keep. And it's a bit like the French, you know, when they give those the French. You guys like to feed those geese, you know, the force feed them to make them grow faster. What do you call that? Frogois or something. It's a bit the same kind of condition, mental condition. It is something horrible, because you're killing another person by overfeeding them, and the other person can't say no because they like eating. But that is a terrible thing to do. But this world is full of weird people.
Yeah, it's full of weirdo stuff. Okay, anybody got the breaking news?
Pennsylvania, that's quite far from Kentucky.
It's not far. It's like, depending on your road, you're gonna take highway here. In Pennsylvania, I will be there in like 4 hours or something. That's why I used to support like Steelers, because I used to live like closer to them.
You live far from the Amish people.
Amish people, they are like the countryside. When I was in Pennsylvania, I was living in a big town, kind of big town compared to where I live right now. But Amish people, yeah, they are there. They are even here in Kentucky. They are pretty much everywhere. There are so many community of Amish, not only there, but the one that they show more on TV is from Pennsylvania. They have TV shows and stuff, but they are everywhere.
But I hear they make some of the best produce, you know, vegetables and milk, and it's all organic.
And they are also expensive, because expensive food, because they are natural. They don't use all the blah 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 that we use here. So if you go to the store, you're gonna find 2 sections of organic food, and then other processed, whatever it's called, grow by man food. So you have 2 prices. So the organic one is probably triple the price, to be honest with you.
Wow.
The ordinary one is a little cheap, but the natural one is always... and they deserve it. They deserve it, because they still use like cows. They still use like a traditional way of agriculture, you know? Like, you're not going to see them with big tractors and boom, like traditional things, really. They use their hand, manpower. So I think they deserve even more money than somebody who is using machines.
Have you seen them when they move? Have you seen them? Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Distinguished. Have you seen them when they move a barn, a whole barn, with human power? So like maybe 100 people.
That's how it used to be back in the day with our grandparents. They used to gather together. That is life. Those people still have like real life.
Community, I think is what it's called.
Love, peace over there. No problem with anybody. They have their own issues, of course, but they're just living a peaceful life. Let's go to Mr. Distinguished himself. Wanted to say something.
No, I was just saying that I don't know if you was aware, there was a study done. It must have been about maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago, and it was on the Amish people, and it showed that, whether this is down to the produce or what, that there's a thing, I believe it's on your DNA strand or some part of your body, which is called telomeres.
Okay.
And the telomeres are responsible for your aging. The slower the telomeres grow, is more or less you're able to sustain like more strength, more stamina, and so on. And it was found that those from the Amish community had smaller telomeres than that from a regular person.
Okay, that is very interesting.
So this could be due to maybe the produce that they do,
they
all
eat,
natural,
yeah,
no pesticides or things
because
like that.
you know that human evolution being also based on the food, everything we eat, and yeah, like people appearances and many things are changing. And the more you still consume like the natural thing, yeah, that makes sense. What you just said makes sense. Declan Rice again, a corner kick, and everybody is applauding freaking corner kick as if they're gonna score. No way.
But they only have one problem. Those Amish people is that we talk about community. It's a very close knit. It's a very secluded community. Either you're part of it or you're not part of it. They're all family. But the problem is they intermarry cousins and what have you, and all that, with the results of what happens when inbreeding. There's a lot of biological issues which happen there. So that's one issue which they face, because they don't like to marry people from outside of the community. So if you're not Amish, the chances of they're not going to marry a non-Amish person.
There are always girls or boys that will create a revolution in every single culture. They want to be rebellious. They want to try something different. They want to try. So there are so many Amish girls that will start dating normal people, living normal life, living in secret and get in trouble with their parent. It's been a lot of even shows that the parent feel disrespected, and I'm not gonna say what, they did some bad things to their kid because of, so they keep their culture, but they always, even in paradise, you're gonna find Mr. Satan himself sitting there and start making noise and start, I'm against this. You will find always that black sheep somewhere that will bring trouble. He's there to bring trouble. So you see in the Amish community, and you go to Mormon community, which is more in the Utah side of, Nevada kind of part of the country, you will find they have their own lifestyle, and they marry like 1,000 women, and they have like 1 billion kids and stuff like that. And you always see in those community the people who always say, no, I'm not part of this. I'm going to go and live a certain way, and it always brings some kind of issues and frustration. Like Mitt Romney he almost won election here in America against Obama, but Obama beat him. So he got he might have probably 200 children and grandchildren and grandchildren and grand like this guy. This guy is a champion. They're just a lot. You are 15, 16, 17, boom, couple kids already. Let's go. Anyways, why are we talking about this? Let's go back to sport.
But it reminds me of in Africa. There's a tribe. I think somewhere in southern. Which part you have to? I can't remember exactly. But these people, and this is no bullshit. I've actually seen documentaries, seen National Geographic. Their feet. This animal, the ostrich. I don't know if you know what ostrich is.
Yeah, I know.
Ostrich has like 2 toes, only 2 toes, and then the flat foot. These people, they have those kind of feet, ostrich feet.
Oh wow!
And if you don't believe me, you Google it. The African tribe.
I believe you. Anything is possible in this world, man.
But that is again, there's a reason for that. It's a genetic thing, because of this tribe is a very, very strict tribe in that nobody is allowed to marry outside the tribe, and nobody from the outside is allowed to marry within. So they've been, marrying with each other for generations and generations, and this is how they
keep that kind of look in them.
No, because the genetics, from inbreeding, which is not allowed to be, brothers and sisters and
you're
what
gonna have a kid with no fingers, or you're gonna have mental issues in the kid. Yeah, I understand that.
Yes, so this is how the feet have become like this, and I didn't believe it until I watched it. I said, "Oh my God, this is true." Then you have
there are many community on this world that are even untouched. There is another community that I was checking somewhere in India, there is an island called like the Sentinel Island or something.
Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Yeah, carry on. I've seen this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and people, you don't go there because they're gonna kill you. And many people who try to go and preach them like Christians or whatever, and they kill you and they expose your body or something like. They're untouchable. Like, don't go there because you're gonna get killed. So I think you watched it, and there are so many aspects. But the point I'm trying to make here is like there are so many communities in this world that are hidden somewhere. They don't wanna. They have nothing to do with. With
in the Amazon, what about all the Indians in the Amazon?
And there are some people called the pygmies in the central of Africa. They live in the jungles. They have nothing to do with the external world. They are happy the way they are, and just don't go there and bother them. Some of them came, some of them started like coming to the real civilization, get some clothes or whatever. But most of them, the original one, they just still there. In the forest.
And what happened to those ones which came to the real world
they are killed? They get disease most of the time.
There you go.
They go back to their community and they die, or they contaminate the entire village, and you start having like a lot of death because of disease that we have here. They can't deal with their immune system is not built to deal with the modern, chemistry. The soap that we wash, whatever we touch here is just a freaking nightmare for a human being.
You're 1,000% correct what you say there, because this like 2 years ago and 3 years ago when we had this the coughing virus. The coughing virus, all those people in the rainforest, they were protected. The moment they came out to make contact with the normal Brazilians, they all got sick. So many died because they as you said, their immune system was not used to these diseases that they don't know. They've never seen, never been in contact
sorry, let
with.
me say something. Your boy just came on, Amiron.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so he's... Okay. I said it because we talked about him at the beginning of the show. Yeah. That there's a guy that you like or whatever. So he's in now. So we are expecting the third goal. And you know what? Before I go back to you, Mr. People's Republic, today is going to be a good show to watch AFTV. I haven't enjoyed them for a while. This is a good show tonight. It's going to be everybody sleeping tonight, and I'm just watching AFTV. Arsenal fans melt down. Oh, my Lord. Yeah.
And no excuses, because this is their strongest team. So there's not like they played a weak team.
Yeah.
They played. They had like Chelsea, they had 1,000 chances, they didn't score. So let's not lie. They've had many chances, but for whatever reason they cannot score. They need a centre forward. That's what you will hear. We need a centre forward. That's what they will say. They'll just I can tell you the MO. They'll say, yeah, we dominated, we were better, blah blah blah, but we have no centre forward. And now they're bringing on the way the Arsenal fans don't like Zinchenko. He's just come on. They're a useless defender, and you can see why Man City sold him. This guy doesn't have a clue. But but it's just going to be fun because he's going to see the meltdown. I think. You can see, even look at Arteta on the sideline. He just looks completely lost.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
I think it's his last season. I think this is his last chance.
If he doesn't win anything.
If he don't win anything this season, he's gone. He's gone.
It's easy to say he's gone, but the problem is the replacement. It's not easy finding a replacement.
Right now.
Gentlemen, you continue talking. I have something to do. Somebody just called me here. I'll be right back. Continue, you two.
Sure.
Keep the show going.
I think they're probably looking right now, in my opinion. I think they're starting to search.
But Arsenal is a big club. I mean, I hate to say that, but so they have to find like a big time manager. I don't know if they're going to go down this route where you're going to try an apprentice from Pepsi, or you're going to go for a ready-made big time manager. There's the big question. And what much more can he change from this team? Arsenal's a good team. They play good football. They just, for some whatever reason, not always. When they score goals in abundance, but quite often they just sort of shooting blanks. I don't understand.
Well, it might be. I mean, this is all anecdotal. It's all from my opinion, based on my opinion. But he just doesn't have the expertise to get them over the line, to inspire them, to motivate them, to get them, give them that kind of winning mentality to get over the line, to win the cup. All right, he's won a cup here, because I know I think he's won an FA Cup or something like that. I think he won it.
Well, wasn't he 2 points? Didn't he finish meager 2 points behind City? So it's not as if they're flops. They're a good team. And I mean, if you finish 2 points behind City of Manchester, that means you must have done something wrong or right in most of the season. I mean, just unlucky 1 or 2 games where you lost against some minnows. But the fundamentals and the base, everything is in place. It's just a striker away from being the champions, in my humble opinion. The defense is good, the midfield is good, and they've had this season. Unfortunately, their captain was injured, was out kaput for a long time. What's his name? The Norwegian. Oh, what's his name?
Ødegaard.
They missed him bad. They missed him badly. You saw how terrible they were when he was out kaput. But now that he's back, Arsenal, if you notice, they are now beginning to fire. And your friend Zinchenko comes on the pitch. Not even 3 minutes, he's booked already. Completely hopeless. But you said you live. Sorry to interrupt you. You said when you come from work, you pass Highbury. So, like, if you go to Stamford Bridge, let's just say on a Saturday afternoon, you're going to watch the game. So I'm just thinking more in pounds and pence. So just give me a picture of what it costs traveling to the game, what it costs to buy a ticket, what it costs to buy a pork pie, or what it costs to buy maybe a little merchandise. And I just want even a beer in a pub. I just want to see how deadly that is.
My brother, I'm telling you, football here now. This is why a lot of supporters, to be honest. Just to give you a rough idea, I'm not far from both the Emirates and White Hart Lane, Tottenham Hotspurs. So I'm kind of in between.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it just for fun. A match day vlog. So you get up in the morning, you have your breakfast, blah blah blah, and all that. And then you leave home. So I don't know how you travel to Stamford Bridge. How would you travel?
Well, Stamford Bridge is quite far from me, so that now would cost a lot more. So you'd have to get the subway or the underground, and then perhaps another train.
So what roughly how much would that be? Just out of your quick estimation, just a little quick.
You're looking at about let's say you're going with one of the kids, the children. So for travel, you're looking at probably about, say, £30-40.
Wow. Yeah. Jesus. Okay.
The tickets now, you're looking at that's probably close to £300 just for the ticket alone.
Jeez, that's £300 for a ticket.
So you're looking at 100. If it's a proper match day, you're looking at £150 each for a ticket. To buy something to eat, because their prices go up, especially at the ground. So, like for you and like a son or something like that, you'll be looking at maybe £25-30. So you're looking close to maybe about £350-400 you're looking to spend for that one day.
So that means so don't even dare go past the souvenir shop.
You have to leave that alone. You'd have to see it and wish it well. But what I was saying is that, all right, Emirates is more expensive than Tottenham. So you'll have a lot more supporters going to the Tottenham matches than you have going to the Arsenal matches. So I think the Arsenal matches range from around, I think about £80 to £100 going up. Whereas a Tottenham match, you can get it for around 50-60 quid. So you're saving a good 30-40% of the money you're spending. And plus it's quite, accessible, because where a lot of them take the subway, you can get out from the subway and it's maybe about maybe 2.5 mile, 3 mile walk. So that's what a lot of them do. They get the subway and instead of trying to park down there or taking other public transport, they just walk from the station and walk down to the stadium. You see, so that one's.
So what happens if you drop by a pub first? So you should just let's say a pint. If you want to, you warm me up. So a pint is like, well, how much pounds are we looking at?
Yeah, so you're looking at about £4.50 for a pint. But the good thing about it is because they won't bother to raise the prices because they know they're getting a lot of business that day. So a lot of the pubs that's around Tottenham Hotspur, there's maybe about 3 or 4, maybe 5, but they're full. So they've got a lot of people coming out there, serving and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. So,
big turnover. Big turnover of beer,
very big turnover.
Pub lunches and what.
There's no need to raise the price. They can keep it.
But it's more. I was thinking more for a fan's perspective. So I mean, this just sounds like for a match day, 300 or something pounds. Who the hell? Where do you get all this money from? I mean, it sounds so expensive.
Yeah.
People must be being priced out of football, basically.
It's sad, what some of them do because they have like friends who are season ticket holders. So sometimes they buy the tickets from the season ticket holder because you get a considerable amount of discount. But whereas you're like, suppose just a normal regular person just going to buy a ticket like that, it's going to be a lot more expensive. I was speaking to a colleague of mine from my job and they wanted to go and watch Liverpool. Liverpool's, far outside London, and that worked out to over £2,000.
Wow!
It worked out to over 2,000.
So let's just say, okay, you've given up on going to match days. You say, you know what? I want the full Sky Sports football subscription per season. How much is that going to cost you? A TV subscription sub thing?
Well, unfortunately, because I myself, I've got the Sky subscription, but luckily for yourself and for Dr. Orgs, you're able to see 3 o'clock matches. We're not. It's been banned.
But you have to have like a VPN service to
if
close
you've got
the border.
That, but if you got that,
but that is extra money too to pay.
It's not even extra money, if you're caught, a lot of people do it, but if you're caught doing that, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble because this is why they want them. They prefer to have. They don't want to.
I read something yesterday. Like somebody's going to jail for like over 5 years for selling illegal streaming sticks. I don't know what that is, but over there in UK, that the guy been making millions. Selling people like illegal streams, and the police came, and then boom, Brew is going to jail over there.
I'll tell you what. I mean, even years ago, I used to work close to the old Highbury Stadium, and there were guys used to come in who what they call ticket touts. Now these are the guys who sell illegal tickets to matches. Now, for one of those tickets, this is over 10 years ago now. So one of those tickets was selling for like 400 quid by itself.
Yeah.
And they used to come in when I'm telling you, stacks of money, the amount of money they were making because people wanted to come and watch the matches and so on. And plenty of times you'd buy that ticket to go in. Somebody's already sitting in your seat. Or you go and sit down and somebody's got a genuine ticket. So what are you doing here? No, this is my seat. Oh, no. I purchased this ticket how many months ago? You're sitting in my seat, mate. So you've just forked out £400 for a ticket, which is useless.
Wow. So what do you do in that case? Like the security will take you out, or you're gonna just stand somewhere just to watch the game somewhere.
Either the security will take you out, or maybe you can find somewhere to stand up. They don't really do standing room. You probably have to go right to the back of the stands. But yeah, I think there was one where I remember one of the guys he got caught because one of the persons had bought the ticket, and they went into police because there's a large police presence there as well. And they found him, and they took him, and they took all of his money.
Wow.
So
didn't this happen at the Euros when they were playing in England? There was one game there, England versus who the hell was it? It was Italy, the final, where you had like 10,000 people with illegal tickets, which wasn't that big chaos. I remember with that game there.
I forgot what the name was, but I forgot.
I wouldn't be surprised. It does happen quite often.
In that final, they had to let them. There were so many people with illegal tickets. I think almost 10,000, and they couldn't. The police, they were overwhelmed by the amount of people. They had to let them stay. That's why there were so many people standing in that Wembley there. Was it the final? This was the final, Italy. Not so, wasn't it the final?
Yeah, it might have been the final. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it was a bit chaotic afterwards. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it can happen somewhere else though. Even in Paris, it just happened in the Champions League final, where it wasn't like about the ticket, but it's about the procedure to get into the stadium, where in the security and a lot of issues happened there, where people got tear gassed because
but only English fans. Only English fans.
Well, that is your version of how
But it's true. It is the English fans, the ones which came. They came late. The game was delayed because the English fans couldn't get in because the police were stopping them from going to the stadium. They were being tear gassed and whatever. I remember there's a big
they
control.
Were reimbursed the money though. They were reimbursed, but it doesn't take away the bad experience they have to go through. And the game was delayed, like for 30 minutes or an hour to allow the situation. So organization could be a problem. The police could be a problem. Illegal ticket, or some people who know how to scam people. They might print you an original ticket, but it's not original. But you go there, it works. You get inside, and somebody already in your seat.
Yeah, if you look at some of these tickets, you can't tell the difference between a fake one and a real one.
Yeah.
Because it looks 100% authentic.
100%. And now, like in every stadium, I don't know if it's in Europe, it's like you put the ticket now and then like, dang, and then you go in. So if you have, some people are just sophisticated. Before they find out where the loophole is, they can make certain things look original. You can even go through that security thing, and it works. You just go to the stadium, and somebody else comes with a fake ticket and goes again. So you like, why are we like 10 person in the same seat?
Have you forgotten what happened recently at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami when Argentina was playing? Who the hell? I think Venezuela. When they actually emptied out the whole stadium and the game was delayed like for 3, 4, 5 hours. I can't remember how many hours that was, because of all this fake tickets and what have you. People.
Yeah, some people didn't even have ticket. They wanted just to grab. They didn't get the ticket, so they decided, you know what? Because in Miami, you have a heavy population of people from South America, every country there. So they decided, dude, we didn't get the ticket. We're going to watch this game. We are going. You have ticket? No, we are going. They went there. They caused a lot of trouble, a lot of fight with
people were climbing through windows, and I don't know what happened.
No, man, I didn't get the ticket, but I'm going. So that gave a bad image to the United States. But the other side of the story is that competition was organized by CONMEBOL, which is from South America. They brought their competition here because they wanted American money. And they refused to pay the police officer. They got security in their own. They look for cheap security, cheap everything. And then they try to save money. And they created even more problem than if they pay the money and look for security. Because you can even bring a bunch of police officer security from other state. So you can pay the money for them to leave their post and go there and assume they thought, oh, this is America, everything is gonna happen. So less security guys, let police officer, so it needed to be like an emergency, like the state is like, no, I don't want to look so bad. So they have to send people in emergency to try to control the situation. But they were not supposed to do it because there is another guy who organized it, who decided to go with his own people, and now he's in trouble. And I have now to save my state from humiliation around the world. So they decided the last minute to go there. But a lot of money need to be paid to many people and many organizations, a lot of lawsuit everywhere. You know, everything in America is a lawsuit. Everything. Everybody want to get money, whatever they can. I didn't get to the stadium, or my wife got punched, a lawsuit. Like, they are suing people for fun. So it is what it is. So organization is very important. Those kind of stuff don't happen in America often, if it's well organized by the state, by United States, because they know how to do those things. And the problem is they have guns. So people are afraid of guns. In Europe, most of the time, security guys don't have guns. How are you going to defend 1,000 people coming at you?
Have you seen in England, they have horsebacks. Those things are deadly.
They have sticks. How are you?
No, horseback. Have you seen the police on the horse? So that horse kicks you, my friend. Hey,
but you can kick one person, 2 people, 5 people, and 10 of them will come
ask Mr. Andrew. Ask Mr. Andrew for those police on the horseback. How horrible that is.
But the problem, what I'm trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
it's not enough than somebody who got a big gun in hand and to tell you, back off right now. Than a horse, yeah, they can beat you 5 person here with a stick, but 10 of his buddies can come behind and then catch you and beat you up. You know,
you're Mr. Oaks. Mr. Oaks, a horse. I'm telling you, ask Mr. Andrew. Let him tell you about horses.
It's still a horse.
No,
You can't compare a horse with a real, whatever caliber big gun it is. This is America.
A policeman, even in America, if there's one thing a policeman is scared of, is to fire his weapon. That's the last thing he wants to do. He'll probably taser you or give you pepper spray or something, but there's no way.
People. The game is over.
There's no way he's going to fight. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that, you know, because they don't use it as often. To be honest, a lot of the matches now, there's hardly any like activity, like supporters fighting each other and so on. But when they used to use the horseback and you see them on those horses, those things are very, very intimidating. That thing is massive.
Exactly.
Now, you don't want to go anywhere near it. When they're walking on that, you know, when they're riding on that horse, and you can hear it on the road, and you hear those horseshoes.
Yeah.
You can't manage one out of that, I'm telling you. Just one alone, you're finished. It's very, very intimidating. You want to stay far from it.
People have respect. People have respect for them. People have respect, and they think.
Yeah, it's true.
And back before horses, they used to have the police dogs, those they call the German Shepherd ones, those vicious ones, and without the muzzle on.
I have one.
You have one, but it's not aggressive. It's not vicious. Not like it's barking like crazy.
If you attack me or you attack the kid, they're gonna take care of you.
Okay, trained it.
They even saved a neighbor's kid in the pool.
Wow. How?
Yeah, my dog. Yeah, a hero.
How?
Yeah, the kid was there. I'm not saying he was going to die in the pool or whatever, but she was struggling in the pool, and the dog just jumped in the pool and put his grab her in with his mouth, like bite one of the clothes and then pull her out of the pool.
Oh my! Wow. Who trained this dog?
Yeah, those dogs are very, very, very friendly, and they are like human. Yeah,
you trained? You had it from the puppy?
I don't train them. It's a dog that we took from
shelter.
No, not shelter. It's used to belong to a family member from my miss side, and we took the dog from her. So the dog became ours and was trained a lot by by many people. Yeah. So it's you can call him like a rescue. I don't know if you can call it a rescue dog, but very protective kind of dog. Like, don't mess with my mother, don't mess with my kid or stuff like that. So you don't mess, Very friendly though. You come friendly, hey, you want a pet or whatever, but if you suspect you of doing some activity, and it's gonna let you know immediately, like, don't even try.
I'll tell you a strange story from, I think, Uganda. There was a British expat, so a British guy living in Uganda, and he was living there, working as a expert in some whatever, I don't know what it was. And then once his contract was up, he had to go back to England, back to his home. And the problem is he had 3 dogs, German shepherds. Now these 3 dogs, like how it is in Africa. Everybody, all the rich people, they have a so-called houseboy. And this houseboy, he was one who used to look after these dogs, feed them and train them and what have you, and all that. But the dogs still belonged to his boss. Now, when the boss, the English guy who left Uganda, he couldn't take the dogs with him, so he gave the houseboy, say, "Yeah, you can keep the dogs, and I will pay you, for 10 years for the dogs' food and veterinary and all that business." Just as long as you look after my dogs, my darlings, kind of thing. So this guy, he looks after these dogs, and then these dogs start breeding, and they start making more dogs, and he trains all these puppies, and they grow up to be very, very good dogs. And then there was one day, police happened to be passing by, or something happened, and they saw how good these dogs were. They came and they bought 2 dogs. And then the fire department came, bought dogs, and now this guy has become very, very rich from breeding dogs, because he trains them so they both for sniffing in the airport, and all these kinds of jobs. And
That's
people,
good. That is a very good story.
Yeah, and that is what happens when you're good to animals. And this is what happens when you're good to animals. They can reward you in so many ways. And this is the moral of the story: be good to animals.
The dog. If you don't get it, like if the kid are like upstairs, and those stairs with wooden stairs that it is, so they know, like, they make sure that the kid don't fall, even when they are grabbing upside. Like, they're very protective to the point that they are always closed, or they wanna go to the window and try to like force and open the window, and the dog is gonna be like right in front there to say no, don't touch and don't go there. So that's how dog is. So yeah, dog are just the best friend, man. The best friend.
Was one I heard. There was one over here where well, this wasn't the German Shepherd. This was the the Doberman.
Ooh, vicious.
And let me tell you what, they're very strange and peculiar. They have feelings and they can be jealous. And there was one where a burglar broke into somebody's house, and they had the dog there. And so the burglar broke in, and the dog saw him. He was lying down, like almost sleeping. He never said nothing. So the burglar said, "Oh, he's soft, no problem." So we started, taking items, putting them in a bag, so on. When he went to leave, you heard.
Where are you going?
Put the bag down.
Where are you going?
He put the bag down.
Yeah.
And he stopped, and then he put his head down. Put his head down like he was going to sleep. He took the bag up again to go to leave.
Yo, where are you going? I'm watching you.
The man had to stay there until the owners came back and found him sitting there with all the items in his bag. Called the police and had him arrested.
Yeah.
They're very strange dogs.
But this is where the sad thing about that story is if the dog had bitten the burglar, the owner of the dog would have been sued, even though the guy was burgling. That's England. That's how fucked up England is.
It's true. Mm-hmm.
And
it's
then,
true, but I think maybe he was more concerned about not getting bitten than that's being sued or nothing like that. So he was going nowhere.
So, distinguished gentlemen,
yes,
thank you so much for your company, always helping me here to keep me.
It's always a pleasure to
busy. Thank you so much.
The company of scholars such as yourselves.
Scholars.
Football scholars.
Tomorrow we are back again here for Spursy against Liverpool.
Okay.
And this weekend we also have a Chelsea against Morecambe or something. Morecambe, yeah. So we have a lot of shows, a lot of games this week. So
I think you're in for. I think you're in for a big surprise tomorrow with Spurs Liverpool. I think Mr. Angie is going to get up. He's going to get off his high horse. He's going to look at what Man United did to Liverpool, how they played, and they're going to copy. They're going to change completely from what they normally do. High line and all that.
Ange Postecoglou don't change, bro. Mate, he doesn't change, mate. He doesn't change. He's like, it's my way or highway, mate. It's the way. This is who we are, mate.
This is who we are, mate. Who we are, but I think maybe even
he's not gonna change, bro. It's gonna be like a 10 to 14 goals or something. Attack. They score, we score. We score this, we score.
He always wins a trophy in his second season. Don't forget.
Well, let's see what's gonna happen. Still a possibility. They're still in the Europa League. They're still in the FA Cup. They're still in the Carabao Cup. The Premier League, I don't think they're gonna win, but there is a chance for everybody in this world. But Tottenham, you gotta even feel sorry for them. In this point, if you give me a choice between Arsenal winning a trophy or Tottenham, I would say give it to Tottenham. It's just I don't want to see expression in this condition anymore, man. But Arsenal, you know that they're gonna party for 2 years or 3 years for winning something. So Arsenal are just like now. I would choose Tottenham to win because they don't win anyways. Than Arsenal, who are just big mouth FC. Man, I have to go and prepare myself to watch AFTV fans melt down, bro. Be ready.
But first watch the compilation and what that chat. I don't know the name of the channel, but it just shows up my feed.
Fan TV, fan reaction.
Yes, fan reaction. That's the one.
For me, I don't watch them anymore because they are stealing content and making more money than the original content. So I will go to those channel, watch and laugh, than go and like give money to somebody who is like killing me. If I was in the business for making money, they were going to kill me because you make all the money. That is another topic. Let leave it there. But I would prefer to go to those channel, watch the entire clip than the compilation because those compilation people, they are. I don't know. It's
if I could just add as well, I mean, it's quite ironic, really, that Tottenham as a club, their team is doing so poorly. Yet their stadium is probably the best stadium in London.
Yeah.
Their stadium is something
probably
else.
In England or in Europe, very good stadium. Yeah.
Because they've got a go-kart track underneath.
That's a problem, though. They have Beyonce. They can have Beyonce there. Yeah. They can have NFL. They can transform that stadium to basketball, and LeBron James comes play over there. It's all about they're making money. They have probably the best.
So much money.
Probably the best training ground in the country, the best stadium in the country. A lot of money, but when it comes to
the team,
man,
so poor.
And if you go there, like I don't advise you to go there watch games because if you are a champion or something, you go to Tottenham Hotspurs, you could become a loser. Remember our champions, our champion from Nigeria, the Nigerian brother. Remember him? The boxer, like Anthony Joshua.
Oh,
remember
Anthony
him?
Joshua.
Oh, he went there, did you?
He went there with a 1,000 belt, and he was standing there in the stadium Tottenham Hotspur's stadium with all the belt that he has won. What happened? He lost all of them. So that is even if you are driving through that stadium, don't look at it, because Spursy is gonna follow you until you're home, bro.
Don't even look at it. You get some kind of bad juju.
Juju is gonna follow you at home.
Cursed.
You cursed for forever and ever. Don't even think about looking. I like that. It's quite funny. And don't even looking at that. Okay, wow.
Yeah, all right, distinguished People's Republic.
All right, yes.
Take some rest,
pleasure.
Everybody. Thank you so much.
Evening.
Thank you so much, man.
God bless you all, yeah?
You too, man.
Yes. Blessings to you and the family.
Yeah, same to you as well. Take care.
Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Everybody, get out of here. We are out of it. I'll be back tomorrow, people. Thank you so much for watching. On your way out, please smash the like button. God bless you. Be nice to each other. Be positive. Everything is going to be all right. Tomorrow is another day. Thank you. God bless. I'm out. Ogs out.